right there. I'm trying to get. Oh, there I go. Turned up. Hey, turned up. You heard?
Yeah. Once again, this song on this Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Y'all know we back out here. Shout to FIFA in the chat. Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all know how we do. I seen Johnathan Isaac got released by the Orlando Magic. I said, oh, what a pity. Welcome him to the city. If he could get to the Brooklyn Nets, could he run the pick and roll with Mikal Brown Jr.? That's what I'm here for. Like, share, comment, subscribe. That's what I'm here for. Shout to Jelly O Smith. Shout to players for keeps. I gotta make more moderators out here, man. Shout to FIFA. I see you. The first one in the chat. How I'm not gonna make you a moderator. I gotta make you a moderator. Shout to the whole chat, man. Y'all already know what this is, man. Keon Ellis to the Nets. Perimeter defense to the Nets. I mean, I ain't mad at it. Didn't he play with Sacramento Kings? Didn't he had tutelage under Jordy Fernandez already? What we talking about, man? Money Mike in the chat, 718. He said Nets Nation. Nets, we out here. We out here, man. Gotta make Money Mike a moderator. Know that. Yo. I mean, Johnathan Isaac, he's somebody that got cut or waived from the Orlando Magic. He can't be asking for the bag. And if we need a big just to run pick and roll with Mikal Brown Jr., this is our guy. Why it's not our guy? You trying to tell me we can't do a little bit? Well, Johnathan Isaac, give him a contract, a little, I'm saying, a one-way, two-way, some. Let's see. It's FIFA, bro. Said I ain't a Nets fan, but if I wasn't a Mavs guy, I'll definitely root for the Nets. That makes sense. I feel you. But yeah, man, you already know what we doing, man. Yo, I just feel like the pick and rolls is so important for Mikal Brown Jr. Do not take this away from him. I seen some of the highlights that they had on Twitter. Mikal Brown Jr. before when he's playing with AJ DeBonshire. Yo, he threw a touchdown pass to him to AJ DeBonshire. Like, yo, he was hoping, and I seen him get to the paint and dunk it. He was tough. He could play, bro. Yeah, I'm becoming more and more of a fan. Then I was on Instagram. I seen his Instagram. I followed his page. He got Jay-Z, he got Hove on there, bro. I'm a fan of Mikal Brown Jr., man. He hooping, bro. I'm out here trying to get him a center to run pick and roll with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, hold on. Yeah, what? Nah. What you sent me, people? What you talking about? Where you sent it at? Oh, you talk about iHeart. Yeah, I did see that. I seen you sent that. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, I meant to say, I seen that we out of the iHeart business. I see that the Thunder signed him to a 3-year contract. The very contract I said that Brooklyn Nets probably should give him, or there's something of that along those lines, the Thunder gave him. They serious. They know a Daymara and Shet is not enough for Wemby. They needed to keep Isaiah Hartenstein because of how he slowed Wemby down. I know what it is. But damn, I wasn't going to say that before we could get him on our team. I was trying to get. I wanted Isaiah Hartenstein on the team, man. I ain't even going to lie to you, bro. It is what it is. Okay, Harlem, you got jokes? Okay, listen, I'm gonna remember that you said this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write it down, take a picture, all of that funny shit, right? Yeah, I'm gonna remember that because we're not laughing. We got a whole situation where he don't have to be just the in all be all. It's not the Sacramento Kings. It's not that situation. Shout to Big Ox. I ain't mean it. I'm saying throw your team. You know what I mean, like that. I mean, I hollered at you. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get a Sacramento King perspective. You know what I mean? They're gonna be taking some. Taking some shots. And I'm saying just off of the strip, they try to make it seem like we supposed to be regretting the fact that we got Mikal Brown Jr. We ain't tripping no more. You know what I'm saying? I held my chin up when I first heard the news. Wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping. I said, you know what? This fan to be a good thing. We ain't tripping that we ain't got Darius A. Cup Jr. We good. We got Mikal Brown Jr. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Word. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. Shout to Jamal the franchise, man. Jamal the franchise. He says so much content. I love it. To you and Scott BK Hoops for always providing for the Nets fans and all other content creators, especially on Spaces. Also, huh? This the type of shit that keep me going. This the type of shit right here that I need to see. This shit fuel for the engine. You dig? We try to get to it. Like I said, the champagne campaign is we ain't got big media until we big media. To me, Jamal the franchise, BK Hoops, Scott, the spaces, all of that start getting more notoriety because we talking more basketball than the big media and they narratives, whether that's Stephen A. Smith or any other fans that only represent the Knicks. We got no support. The Knicks fans got support from rappers, from Wu-Tang, from Fabulous, from Jadakiss, from Fat Joe, from everybody. Huh? They just left us out to dry. They starve while we starve while they got fat. We back. If you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, stop playing with me, man. The Brooklyn Nets fans got a whole fan base. We're not worried about them, but they worried about us. Like Brooklyn LM said, this is one of the funniest, realest shit he ever said. It's on this panel, bro. He said, y'all just won a championship. Why y'all worried about us? Huh? Because they know they don't want to admit that in the whole karma, the whole beauty of basketball. The basketball guys allowed us to have Julius Randle just so we could remind them y'all didn't go to the playoffs until he came to your team. Don't act like we don't remember the history of what happened. Y'all try to act like recent history just outplays everything. No, it's part of the story. It's just part of the story. Part of the, you know what I'm saying? The glory. And all I'm saying is it continues on. We go to the next season. We focus on the off season. We know what we got to do. So we doing what we got to do. And like I said, Randall is somebody that, you know what I mean, gave a surge to the team. You know what I'm saying? They was on their playoff deathbed, for a lack of better words. Randall came over and brought them back to life. He resurrected the Knicks, and they trying to pretend like we ain't got a good playing Knicks. I ain't finna let y'all troll us in the chat. I cook all y'all Knicks fans, man. Stop playing. I know the history. I seen all of the flaws and all the blunders y'all had at the point guard position, and I made note of it and poured salt in the wound every chance I got. Because I know y'all don't support us. All y'all got is support from everybody in the whole wide world. We out here in Brooklyn. They're trying to make it seem like we, you know what I'm saying, all, you know what I mean, by ourselves. Nah, we got Quest One in Jamaica. We got Down Under Duncan in Australia. We got fans everywhere across the world. What y'all talking about, man? Stop playing with Nets fans, man. We got big fans, man, all over the world, man. Yo, if Johnathan Isaac come to this team and we get to run a pick and roll with Mikael Brown Jr., it's gonna be beautiful basketball. Beautiful. Shout to Guillermo McLean. He said, Breezy, I seen you wasn't too big on Mikael Brown Jr., my G. You gonna see they made the right choice. I wasn't. All I heard was Darius Acuff Jr. this, Darius Acuff Jr. that. He from Detroit. He's somebody that's got something like this and that. All I heard was him. And I don't watch college basketball. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trusting what I hear. And a lot of fans, a lot of media pundits said we should get him. So, you know, I was thinking Darius Acuff won, but it's not a loss. It's still a win. It is still a win if we get Mikael Brown Jr. I just didn't know how big the win is because when we was talking about superstar and going to the next level, it's supposed to be Darius Acuff Jr. And I was trying to figure out what's the gap between them when they talking about superstar. You trying to tell me Darius Acuff Jr. could be a superstar, Mikael Brown Jr. can't be a superstar in this league? Mikael Brown Jr. is 6'5". He's 6'5". And he can't be a star in this league? So you trying to tell me he can't crack 20? I don't believe that. I think he could. He got Michael Porter Jr. and he got Julius Randle on his team. He's not going to be taking the most of the shots. Don't look for his biggest stat to be scoring points. Some nights it's going to be assists. Some nights he's going to be cleaning up on assists. Some nights that's how he's going to get to it. Hold on. Word. So yeah, man. Yo, shout to the Shining Villain, yo. What's good? Word, man. We gonna see what's on Twitter. Then I'm finna throw the link in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I gotta tell y'all the truth, man. I want to see him get a pick and roll center. I like Danny Wolf, but I need a more of a defender, more deliberate defender. You can run when we talk about Danny Wolf, we talk about running the offense through Danny Wolf and how good he is on the offensive side of the ball. That's cool. We don't even have to have a starting center that is running the pick and roll. He don't necessarily have to be a starter, but you will want him to be the starter so that way you can implement the pick and roll offense from him and McCall Brown Jr. right away. Like I said, if you want Danny Wolf to run the second unit, you fucking talking business. If I could get Leaf and the rest of the Brooklyn Nets fans to run with me on this, have Danny Wolf and make him an essential part of the offense, but don't necessarily have him one of the starters, because if he running the second unit with Danny Wolf at the center, Josh Minot as the small forward, the power forward, Noah Clowney at the power forward. Peep game, Danny Wolf, Noah Clowney, Josh Minot, right? Drake Powell, right? Nolan Traore, right? That's our second unit. That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. And give them an opportunity to play, see what they can do, see if they playing defense, see if they playing out effort. Because they get their name on the game they play. Don't go off for their name before the season start. That's the second unit. Let's see how they play. Let's see how good they are. I'm waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Word. Shout to Zay Moolah. He said that sounds decent. Facts, man. He's just talking basketball. Like I said, like I'm looking at big media, bro. They ain't never got nothing good to say. That's why I be doing what I do. But yeah, we gonna get to this. You know what I mean? But without further ado, you know what I'm saying? I'm throwing a link in this chat. This shit like the net fan signal, the same way they throw the bat signal at the moon and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I throw this link in the chat and Nets fans pull up. Real Nets fans. Y'all be acting like we ain't got no fans. We don't need big media if y'all gonna talk crazy about us. We don't need y'all to think that McCall Brown Jr. is gonna be whatever y'all want to contrast him to. Like I said, we fan to see. We got his back. We got his whole back, man. So stop it. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Just know that. Just know we ain't worried about big media. We ain't tripping on none of y'all supporting us. We ain't crying that you ain't got our back. We got our own back. How not now what? Now what, big media? We good. We rocking. Yo, what up, John?
Hey, what's going on, Breeze?
Oh man, I'm just saying that I seen Johnathan Isaac. He got waived by the Orlando Magic. So I'm thinking maybe he could, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do much to get him on the team. Like he just got waived. So I mean, I can know they can make the money work. That's you know what I mean? Why wouldn't he start for the Brooklyn Nets?
Well, he's a forward. He's not exactly a center, so that's one thing. Another thing is his health has been really bad the last few years. Like, yeah, there's some intangibles there, but he hasn't been durable enough to show it. So I don't know if this makes sense for us necessarily, Breeze. I know the Hartenstein news was kind of a damper on everybody, but we have to look at other options. I know not many of us want Mitchell Robinson. I think he's going to the Lakers, but I think Robert Williams might be an option we should consider. I looked at some tape of him from last year. He actually was decent on the rebounding and shot blocking. So if we could get some type of decent version of Robert Williams as a shot blocker for this team, I think that's better than settling for some big that's not really going to help us on any side of anything. So I think maybe a Robert Williams might make more sense at this stage, but yeah, I don't think
I feel like My thing is, I agree. If you just focus on the defensive rebound, that's why I ain't put him in the title because it's about the PnR on the offensive side of the ball. I feel like Mikal Brown Jr. could do a lot of drive and kick. That's going to be easy part of basketball for him. But if we're going to get to the next level, we're going to have to run some type of pick and roll. So I don't know how well, because I haven't seen Robert Williams on the Celtics or the Trailblazers run the PnR for real. So I'm saying that to say I agree with you. If we just get him to attribute to the defensive side of the ball for the most part and rebound, I think he's good for the Brooklyn Nets, and I do think that we should pursue him. I just again when I looked at his minutes, he I think averaged 17 minutes and played 59 games last season, which is again good, but not not to be naive and rely on him to be a starter. You know what I mean? In that situation, I'm not trying to wear down on his attrition. I would kind of let him come off the bench. He would be part of the second unit. But then, you know what I mean? What happens with Dayron? You take his minutes. And I just seen that the Nets did something with, like, extended him a day or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I think the Nets are going to make him a temporary free agent because they want the extra cap space to consider maybe another move. So that's all. That's all just a business thing. I think Dayron is staying. Now, you said if we do get a Williams, he's a bench guy and Dayron would start. I'm not fully, okay with him starting, but I can understand why they want to do it because they think there's something more there. But at the same time, we do need a bit more depth at our center position regardless. I know Leaf is very high on Danny Wolf because of what he can do offensively. I'm very high on that too, but I think we need a center that can give us some defensive presence because we don't just want to be trying to fight every night offensively to win a game. We want to show that we do have some type of defensive intangibles. So we could find a big out there that puts a bit more on the defensive side of things while still being a willing lob threat. I think that makes more sense for us. Dayron just is not really a guard at the rim type big. That's the only problem. So I still think we should get a big man if there is one available to us.
Yeah, and I mean that's priority number one. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, when you think about the success of winning point guards, a lot of times it's due to being able to run the pick and roll. You just seen Giannis, he couldn't without the pick and roll between him and Drew Holiday. You seen, what I'm saying, the Celtics, they needed Drew Holiday to run some of that PnR between Tatum and Drew Holiday. Just a two-man game between a big man and somebody in the front court, somebody in the back court. You know what I mean? It's necessary. So I'm saying that to say that same for us. Some of that script, some of that winning formula doesn't change from team to team. And you could, take pages from other teams. But I said all that to say that the pick and roll has always been efficient in winning, in any type of winning basketball. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, even with the Spurs, the strongest I seen them was when, they was getting Wemby rolling to the basket. They did a lot of other things with Wemby that I probably wouldn't have did. I would probably fucking run the pick and roll the whole game. Show me you could stop this. If you can't show me you can't stop this, I ain't trying to look cute. And for the fans like winning. Let them like winning. I don't care how it looking because when you win, it look good. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not what they did. So it's all good. But I'm saying that to say, I think winning basketball has a lot of pick and roll. And when I showed the teams that did the most pick and rolls, they were winning teams for the most part. Not all of them. It's not end all be all. But I do think it's important for a rookie point guard. A rookie, that's one of the most basic fundamental offenses in basketball. So I would definitely want to start a rookie with a pick and roll offense. So that's why I'm trying to figure out who's the best center to run a pick and roll with Mikal Brown Jr. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I definitely think for the Nets there are some options to consider. We like the free agent list we looked at a few days ago. Like there are still some options available. It's just Sean Marks needs to get on the phone and be a little aggressive here. Like I don't want a big that's mostly going to be a playmaker and less of an actual center. Like I think the problem I keep saying is Sean Marks believes that wings can be bigs, and it's so idiotic. Like you win games with a legit center. If there's some playmaking in their abilities, that's great. But they can attack the rim, block shots, do rebound well. Like those are the things we're looking for because we do have some good, scoring potential on this team now. But we do need that big to keep the action moving in the paint and to get a second chance opportunities. So that's where my mindset is at right now. I know you're also looking at Keon Ellis. That's a guy we should definitely get in free agency. I think he fits exactly what we need on defense. He can be a solid scoring guard off the bench, and he plays assertive defense. And I just feel like he would embody the Brooklyn grit that we're trying to get back to. So that's somebody we should keep an eye out for, Keon Ellis. He actually
Yeah,
might light a
yeah.
fire under Drake Powell, maybe too.
Yeah, me too. I feel like, I got this sheet where they were showing all the numbers and how it worked past the cap space and I was
Mm-hmm.
planning to pull that up because you could let some of these guys go and keep Keon Ellis, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
ain't gonna sign all of these dudes, you know what I mean? It's put it like they good. They probably just getting guaranteed money and they just toggle between the G League or whatever. Whoopie whoop. I want them to get their money. Let's be clear. But at the end of the day, like, bro, you can make room for Keon Ellis. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't doing too much where y'all can't make room for Keon Ellis. You know what I mean? And Keon Ellis is with somebody next, like Nolan Traore. I mean, I don't feel like we deep in the guard department. I know people saying that, but quality wise, I want somebody better at the two guard. Drake Powell got to step up.
No, I definitely agree. And that's why I think the Keon Ellis thing is so interesting because I feel like Jordy and Powell, that relationship, that chemistry really needs to show some improvement this summer. It feels like both of them were not on the same page. And a guy like Keon, who Jordy did play hand in developing with Sacramento, that definitely plays a part. We have to remember sometimes connections are a good thing, especially if you're trying to build a team dynamic of bringing back that physicality, that defensive grit. And I think there would be a competition between him and Powell, but that's probably not a bad thing. Maybe that brings the best out of Drake Powell, and you still have maybe play both of them at one point or another in the game. I think look at guys like Sarath, Jalen Wilson. Like you said, there's some guards on this team I don't think we really need that don't exactly do what we're asking. So if you could get a Keon Ellis, I think that makes your guard depth much better. And you think about him and Drake Powell, play those two on the court. Those are two defensive dogs that are going to give a lot of people hell on most nights. So that's definitely somebody to look out for. Also, know Rui Hachimura was mentioned. We don't need him. You already got Randall. The guy wants to be a starter. Would he be fine being a bench piece on his team? I don't know. We already have a lot of wings as is, so I wouldn't really entertain the Rui stuff because you already made the Randall move. So that's something I would lean away from. So, but Keon Ellis definitely makes a lot of sense for us, though.
Yeah, I like Rui I guess in general, but he don't rebound enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I peep what he do. He can knock down the open three. So what? Anybody could. You know what I mean? Like I seen him in Washington, and I feel like he digressed from Washington to the Lakers. Like he didn't step up and become a better player next to LeBron, and it was just, in my opinion, kind of disappointing. If right from Washington, I did want him on the team, but now seeing him play from the stint with the Lakers, not so much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But my sentiment, I feel like my sentiment is exactly was the key on Ellis. Perimeter defense. He worked with Jordy Fernandez already with the Kings.
All
I
right.
mean, it's an easy. It should be an easy phone call. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's do this. I just wanted to watch this real quick, and then we was going to recap it. And then it's another clip of Mikal Brown Jr. Again, we just getting into the mindset of who he is, getting to know who he is as a player and I guess and a person too.
A chance to play for Brooklyn.
It would mean a lot. It's a big city. It's a big city. It's a big city. Bright lights. A lot of big time names come out of Brooklyn. So to be able to represent that means a lot.
How do you think you would handle the New York scene?
I'll handle it well. I'm very calm and down to earth. I'm about this basketball stuff. Keep the main thing. The main thing is that's the focus is to strive to win a championship. So
Do you embrace New York type pressure?
I embrace any type of pressure that comes. Pressure is privilege, and I don't look at it as pressure. It's just an expectation that people have set forth, but I also set myself to expectation as well. So.
But yeah, I'm playing this. This the intro to my show, bro. Nah. We just listened to the intro to my show, bro. I'm making this a clip. The very next episode, y'all see Big Fan Breezy. I'm gonna make before I pull up. I'm putting this as I'm not the whole thing. And if y'all want, you in the chat, y'all can help me do this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play this again until maybe just one more time because I don't want to get caught up in no bullshit. But hey, I just want to let y'all know I like what he said. Hold
A chance to play for Brooklyn.
It would mean a lot. It's a big city. It's a big city. It's a big city. Bright lights. A lot of big time names come out of Brooklyn. So to be able to represent that means a lot.
How do you think you would handle the New York scene?
I'll handle it well. I'm very calm and down to earth. You know, I'm about this basketball stuff. You know, keep the main thing. The main thing is that's the focus is to strive to win the championship. So,
Do you embrace New York type pressure?
I embrace any type.
I gotta put the. I embrace any type of pressure. Pressure is privilege. What?
So it's just expectation. People have set forth, but I also set myself to expectation as well. So.
Got a chance to play for Brooklyn.
Nah, this is it, bro.
It don't mean a lot.
This is
big
it.
city.
I'm making this part of my intro. Somehow, some way, bro. I got to. This is too tough right here. Yo, chat. Y'all think I should make some of this? I think I should make some of this. He said, part of my intro.
You should.
Ellis Jersey's Brooklyn said he ain't really rocking with Johnathan Isaac. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Who you like though? Ellis Jersey Brooklyn. Who do you like? You know what I'm saying? We just trying to figure it out. It's not set in stone.
Gotta give it up to this Michael kid, man. He's talking the talk, Breeze. I've seen all of his quotes. I just saw a New York Post where it said, "I want to be one of the greatest of the greats." Listen, you're talking the talk, my guy. Yeah, he said that to New York Post. He also said that him and Acuff, that there is a rivalry there and that it's going to be going down for a long time. So, again, next Saturday, we're going to get round one, man. Mr. Too Tough Acuff versus Big Tom Kell in the Brooklyn building, baby. Let's go, man. We got a title fight next Saturday. So, yeah, listen, I think.
Yo, John, if I hook you up with a commercial job, don't forget who your friends are, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. Word up, man. Man. All right, hold on. We got more content. Hold up. Let me see.
Michael Porter Jr. I mean, how do you see? I know you've just had a little bit of time to think about it, but how do you see this Nets squad and what you bring to the table?
Yeah, I think we're hungry. You know, we're a young team on top of, Julius coming in and then, MPJ being there and me being able to pick their brains and, ask them. MPJ's won a championship before. So, he has a championship pedigree, so you can ask him a lot of questions. And on top of that, we got a young core group. And, I went there when I went on my workout, I got to see the bond and the camaraderie that they had because most of the guys were there working out already. So I really got to get a feel for them. And, they were hungry. And, that's how I am. I'm coming in trying to be hungry, bring back that winning culture.
I'm hungry, too.
An upside for this Nets team, right? And you got, you're going to be.
Yo, he talking that talk. He talk basketball. It's the second time we heard him talking. He said championship twice. I ain't hear Darius Acuff Jr. mention nothing about no championship in so far. Not more than Mikel Brown Jr. I'm about to find the content where he talking about the rivalry between him and Darius Acuff Jr. Where's that? Post it to the page.
It's on a New York Post article. Just look up Michael Brown New York Post. There's something that just came out that I clicked the link on. If you find on Google.
You found it? Oh, you Googled it. It's not on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the New York Post. It was a Q&A session he did with the New York Post, I think like today or a day ago, and that's where I saw it. He said me and Acuff, we're going to be doing this for a while now, and some people have said that their legacies could be tied going forward into however many years they're going to be in the NBA. So that right there is going to be a magical rivalry. And another thing, we face the Kings not just once next week, we face them twice in the regular Summer League in Vegas. So we could see round one and round two for the price of free admission, man, on television.
Can't wait. Man.
Yo, shout out to Manosphere. We out here, man. You been listening? You hear some of these stuff that Mikel Brown Jr. talking? You see how he talking?
Oh, my God, man. From day one, I've been listening, man. I've been hearing this, man, and I'm just so proud and happy, man. He's talking that championship talk. This kid is confident. Right? This kid is everything you asking for. I mean, I can't wait to see it on the court.
Yeah,
Same.
See, my thing is, and again, if he looking forward to it, he gonna love his fan base because we not backing down. July 4th, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I'm about to order the popcorn for July 4th right now. People, yo, listen, July 4th ain't gonna be the same for everybody. And for people who don't realize it, July 4th is next Saturday. It's next Saturday. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? That's very close.
Facts.
I'm expecting Sparks to fly. I got 17-9 from Mikal Brown Jr. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm watching that game from the beginning to the end. That's
That hell yeah. That's a fact. That's them numbers. Them numbers sound right though. Them numbers sound right about right.
what you think happens, man? That's fair.
I think that 17-9 sounds about right, man. I mean, I just want to see how aggressive he is because I'm interested in seeing our style of play and how we approach the game. And I know he's going to be the primary ball handler, so I'm real interested in see how he takes to it. And I think those numbers is going to be there, possibly even 20 plus, depending on how many minutes he gets.
Yeah, yo, and just because we spoke on it already, I wanted to ask you, how you feel about what I'm saying, LI Jersey Brooklyn comment. Now, we out the iHeart business. Thunder signed him to a contract, so I asked LI Jersey Brooklyn, what other big men you should give if you don't like Johnathan Isaac? So do you like Johnathan Isaac, or do you think we should still be in the business of trying to get Jalen Durant, Mo Wagner, and Robert Williams? Talk to us.
I always go with you and getting that defensive center and that rebounder. I'm big on that. So I like Robert Williams. I mean, Jalen Duren, I mean, who wouldn't want him? I just think it's gonna be too much of a steep of a price. And I think we could get the same, not the same production, but a real good production for a cheaper price. So I don't think we should go that high, but it would be great to have him. But I think overall we should get like a Mitchell Robinson or Robert Williams or somebody that could do like the same things at a cheaper price.
So again, will you got Robert Williams starting over Danny Wolf, or you want Danny Wolf to start over Robert Williams?
No way. I don't want Sharp or Wolf or none of the bench to start. I want us to most definitely spend some type of money to get a center in here.
I agree with him on that one too. And Mo Wagner is another interesting name. He played decent with the Magic. If you remember, the Magic playing some of the best basketball for that guy. Tore his ACL, unfortunately. But I think everything I've heard is he's on the comeback trail. So that's another guy that I think we could get a decent buck to be on this team too. Mo Wagner.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, John. Can I ask John real quick? Who do you want? Who do you? Because do you want to go for like an offensive center or defense, or like what do you think?
I'm fine with more of a defense, shot block, rebound. And that's why Robert Williams now sticks out to me. I look back at his numbers this past season. They were pretty decent on the blocking rebound. I think he was top 3 in the category for rebounding and shot blocking. That's kind of what we need right now. And I think I would start him too. I think having Michael and Yegor throw him lobs would be pretty exciting. MPJ could also dish out the rock. Same with Randall. And just having Robert Williams there to dunk and rebound, I think that's going to be a good advantage for us. So I would definitely take a chance on him. And one name I'm also hearing, I don't want this guy, DeAndre Ayton. I hear he opted into his $8 million contract. I wouldn't want him. I don't think he's going to help our young guys get better. He's kind of a shell of what he used to be. So that guy might help you a bit more offensively on the glass, but everything else about his game, I wouldn't like. So if you ask me who I would take, I think Robert Williams is worth it at this point because I think he could fit our system well because now we have all these different offensive shot creators and playmakers. I think Williams could definitely feed, with that for sure.
Yo, hold on, y'all. I just want to pivot to this question. This is not. I'm with y'all. I agree with you. I agree with you, John. I agree with you, Manosphere. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for joining the panel. I'm rocking with y'all. I just wanted to pivot to this because this is something that I keep hearing too. That I kind of wanted to make a topic, but while we here, a title of the show. But while we here, let's make it a topic. Guillermo McLean. He says. Yegor got taller and stronger. He is going to have a breakout season. Just watch. Now, I feel like I agree. I expect 17 from Yegor this season. 17, and I want to see him with 6 rebounds too. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 17 points. If I could get Yegor in year 2 to have those kind of numbers and play some deep, play both sides of the ball, I will be a happy Nets fan. And like I said, I would be happy because when you that kind of role player, you essential to what we got going on. You know, being 6'10", you could easily just give effort and be a defender. You know, you just because you 6'10", you bigger than most of the two guards. You definitely bigger than the point guards. You know what I'm saying? So you just guarding those two positions right there, and then helping out with the three. That'd be great.
I see him. I envision him being more like a spot up 3-point shooter this year and driving, at certain points in times. We really got to see how it all plays out. But he showed last year that the 3-point shooting is there. He took chances with defense to, try to get some steals, did some reachings. It went 50-50 a lot of times, but I think he's capable of playing D, and I think he already can drive to the hoop and make plays. He's just gonna have to amp it up. It just depends on the style of play we run, with Mikal having the ball in his hand a lot. But I think Igor is gonna work perfectly. I think he's really gonna work out.
He should be able to. He might be 6'10" now. I don't know if you saw him on draft night. That dude grew, I think, maybe a few more inches. If he's a 6'10" shooting guard for us, he should be able to attack the paint and dunk a lot more than what we saw last time. So I expect him to be more of an interior threat, given the fact that physically he looks stronger. Height-wise, he looks even better. So that could be huge playing off-ball to Michael for sure.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think again, let's talk about how good they could be together. Because if they run in a 5-and-out offense, my thing is one of them got to have a handle, and we getting that out of Mikal Brown Jr. All right, cool. All Diego really gonna have to do is help him break traps. If Diego, he don't have to have the most fanciest dribble and nothing like that, but help him break traps. If they trying to trap Mikal Brown Jr. at the half-court line, you know what I mean, half-court press, half-court trap, whatever it is the defense trying to do, then I think the best thing we could do is just have him do that. He could just be good at that. And if he's just good at that one thing, then we could work on the rest of the stuff. But just to avoid turnovers, help him avoid traps when they try to trap him at the half-court line. And if you 6'10", I'm going to need back to the basket game. Learn from Reggie Miller, learn from Kobe, learn from Richard Hamilton, learn from these guards, Gary Payton, learn from these guards, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, that could play with their back to the basket. You 6'10", we got to take advantage of that. We got to find you in the switch. We got to find you in the mismatch. We got to get you picking and rolling with Mikal Brown Jr. You roll into the basket. Even if you don't roll in and get it all the way to the ball, we could get you in a position close enough to the paint so you could create offense from there, where we could just drop it off to you and you bigger than the guy that's defending you, and you're a willing passer. If we could get you to learn how to pass in a low interior, we could get you to learn how to pass close to the paint, in between the paint and inside of the three-point line. We could get you passing from that area because, more times than not, guards are passing from, the top of the three-point line, like coming from up the court. But we could get him passing in that area inside the three-point line, bro, he's going to be super duper dangerous. I think he could have a great breakout year this year, for real. And I think all Jordy got to do is make sure MPJ and Randall don't take all of the shot attempts from Diego Domin. And I think Mikal Brown Jr. job is to make sure you find that second-year player in a Diego Domin. Don't always rely on the MPJ or always rely on the Randall. And the best way I think Mikal Brown Jr. to do that is for him to be an offensive threat. Somebody start having to leave their man to guard Mikal Brown Jr. to stop him from driving, to stop him from going from the left or the right. There's somebody open. Somebody could get to the rim. Somebody could cut to the paint. We could have a motion offense where we find it open spaces because they're trying to double one of our players. We seen them try to double MPJ. They probably going to try to double Randall when he won't look for one-on-ones going to the rim. Like when they do that, we need to find the shooters. And I seen a catch and shoot play from Mikal Brown Jr. I seen it from Diego. It's possible. Yeah. I don't want to believe and say that we could 150 points. I think he said that's the max, but I'm 115, 125 points is the range right now. For real.
That is quite a bar. I hope we can get somewhere near that.
Pete, look, you're going to get Randall to give you 20. You're going to get MPJ to give you 20. It's 40 right there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're gonna
Right.
get I'm gonna say Mikal Brown Jr. to give you 15, but you're gonna give him to give you 5 assists. That's what I project. So say
Right.
that's about 25 right there. So that's about 65 right there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the bench to give you about 30, 40 points. A good bench. 20, 30 points, especially with if we got a Nolan Traore off the bench. He's going to score in that second unit. If Danny Wolf is in the first unit, he's going to score. But if he's in the second unit too, he's going to score. Dayron, you can expect him to give maybe 10, 12 max, you know what I mean, from tip-ins and putbacks. He's not going to create a lot of offense, but he ain't there to like score. He's there to get a second chance opportunities. So, and even I don't really want to dial it down and say, you know what I mean, we're going to score less than 115. I believe that. I believe we could score 115. I think that's the floor. You know, you know what I mean? The ceiling might be 150, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think the scoring is going to be the strength of the Brooklyn Nets going into next season. For real. Hold on. Li Jersey Brooklyn said, I was obsessed this season with depending on Mikal Brown Jr. and Diego Domen. How true you think that is, John? Think that's true, John?
What's true? Oh, about us. Yeah, I think it will depend a lot on how Michael and Yegor develop that chemistry. I think they are your future right now. You spent both your lottery picks on them, and it seems like they both want to get together and build that chemistry. So looking at these summer league games, that's going to be important. Also, Nolan off the bench, that three-headed dragon potentially of lead playmakers on this team. Like all three of them are going to be super incremental because if we want to run an offensive system, all three of them have to have some type of responsibility distributing the ball. It's not just going to be all on Michael's shoulders. Some nights it'll be on Jaeger's shoulders. Other nights will eventually be Nolan's shoulders. So if those three guys can develop that chemistry during these next 7 summer league games, I think there's a lot to feel optimistic about going to next season because we do need an offensive system, and those three guys are going to be a huge part of it alongside Randall and some of the other vets that we had. So I think we have something fun to work with offensively. It'll just be very interesting to see what type of defensive culture we can build because we don't exactly have a defensive group yet, but you add a few pieces on that defensive side, I think this team could definitely have something very exciting to bring to a couple teams on any given night.
All right. Well, all right. I appreciate that, John. D Grant 63 say here's the center for you Nets fans. Ozo Haldor, 6'11", 22 years old, athletic rim protector, a younger version of Mitch Robinson. I don't know who this is. Y'all know who this is?
Nah, I'm not familiar.
Who
I'm not
is?
familiar either.
We gotta find out. Hold on, Ozo. Well, you seen that name before? You seen it. Ozo. Let me see.
Just to piggyback off what John was saying, I think our front court is a luxury for our back court. You know what I mean? To have two guys that you definitely know can score and you can give to at any point in time to score is more of a luxury and frees them up. You know what I mean? To get their game together, knowing that you got two guys you can kick it to at any time if anything breaks down with you. So I think the way we run the guard play, I think they're both passes. I think they're both willing passes. You know what I mean? But I think a lot depends on Mikal and how he goes about scoring, and then how we,
Right.
work around that and work through that. A lot depends more on Mikal scoring than Igor. If Igor can just be the spot up 3-point shooter that he can be, that he delivered last year, that 38 and better 3-point percentage, that'll be
Yeah.
great off top.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Hell yeah.
anything more than that would just be cherries on the top. You know what I mean? If he gets the penetrating game together. But as far as willing passes, I think they're both going to be playmakers. I think this is going to work out. It's just if this team, that front court with this back court, I think that's a great way to start the season off.
Yeah, I think. See, that's what I think. So Diego so special. What make Diego so special is him being the 2 guard, giving you 5 assists, giving you 6 assists. Like if your 2 guard can give you 5, 6 assists, and then your point guard is giving you 7, 8 assists, bro, you in the teams with just your backcourt. The good teams in the NBA got 30 assists a game, and you can rely on the rest of the team to get you the other half of the assists. But the point guard and your 2 guard is getting you half of the assists of the game. that's making them tough. And I think
Absolutely.
finding now we know Michael Porter Jr. never seen a shot he ain't like. So Mikal Brown Jr. gotta know like I don't always have to pass it to him. He always gonna like want to shoot the ball. So I gotta decide like but by him being aggressive, just him being a rookie, he's not gonna want to be greedy. So I think the first thing Mikal Brown Jr. should do is be aggressive, is find his own shot.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing I was thinking, Breezy. Yep, he should be aggressive. Forget everything. Be aggressive to do your thing. Get to the paint. Make your plays. Make the plays how you see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by him doing that, the defense is going to have to be honest. Then he could drive the lane and drive and kick, and then do all of this and that.
Right. Make plays.
Right. If he try to find somebody first before he shoot, then we ain't doing nothing different from what we did last season.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Him being who he is, we need him to not change. I mean, yeah, we want the tutelage of Jordy Fernandez coaching him, but we don't want him to take away what he already does to get to the NBA. Those same things he did to get to the NBA, let him continue to do that. Let him continue to be aggressive, kind of give him the green light. And that's what I'm looking for at least Manosphere in the summer league. In the summer league, I expect him to get the green light. I seen Cam Thomas at the 27th. They get the green light. So they gotta give Mikal Brown Jr. the green light. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they gotta want him. Yeah, they gotta want him to do his thing in the summer league. Definitely, and that's gonna extend to see how Jordy gives him the long leash or not in the season.
And I think what I want him to do is just take the leash off immediately.
Right, me too.
And the reason why is because I seen some jubilation from Jordy Fernandez when he was at a post game and Nolan Traore had a big game, a good game, and he was basically telling him, telling the post, the press in the post game that I don't want Nolan Traore to always look on the sideline and ask me for a play. I want him to do his own thing, kind of like to what you said. Instead of him, you know what I mean, having a long leash, he just don't have no leash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's just straight up, extension of Jordy Fernandez. Pause. But you know what I mean. I just feel like if we could get Mikal Brown Jr. to buy into being aggressive, we're gonna have a winning team. And he's talking about having a winning culture. So he's putting a lot of accountability on himself as a rookie. If his mindset is like that, and I think ultimately that's what separates the good from the great is the mindset, is the willingness to be at the gym first and leave last. You know what I'm saying? Put up the extra do the extra work to for the greatness you want to achieve. I've seen 2 interviews, and in 2 interviews he said NBA championship. So that's a great start right there. You know what I'm saying? So
come on, man. It's incredible, man.
Yeah, I'm
it's incredible.
I'm rocking. But how real is a Mo Wagner? How real y'all think that is? Y'all really think we could get a Mo Wagner?
John, did you crunch any numbers on that?
I don't think he was making a lot with Orlando. I think he was making like under $10 million. So I think we could find something around that ballpark because he is recovering from ACL. So I think the Nets could work out a good discount price with him. I think he fits. I think he's a solid rebound for what we're looking for. Him or Williams would do just fine. As much as I don't want Mitchell Robinson, the one thing I will say is him and Dayron will give us elite rebounding. And rebounding has always been a huge weakness. It's just I don't like how you can fit him offensively in our system when Mitchell's just such a liability on that. So I would stick more towards Robert or Mo Wagner. I think offensively there's a bit more they can give us in the systems. And you guys were cooking on Mikal Brown. He's talked the talk. Now you just got to walk the walk. You keep saying greatest of the greats and championships. Let's see it on the court and let's believe, man, because the Brooklyn base wants to believe again that we are going to go somewhere as a franchise. And it starts this summer.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So far so good. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to say I feel like it's just the beginning. And I feel like they did good. And I think we overlooked Joshua Jefferson. But I think he's somebody like T. Watt. He's not going to come in and be some dominant scorer. But if the offense slow up and we need a shot creator, you could give him the ball. Somebody came up here, was like, yo, you don't know who Joshua Jefferson is? He was dropping buckets on his team. And we did need that. You know what I'm saying? We did need that. And I think that Nolan Traore, I don't want him to be a prioritized scorer because I seen how he facilitates the ball. He's a great passer. I don't know how y'all feel about Nolan Traore and his passing. So I sometimes think he could be too subtle with the ball, and he could be a little more aggressive. But he knows how to find guys. I've seen him cross court pass. I've seen him, you know what I mean, just get past the defense and find somebody because they had to, alter the defense because he got past the first line of defense. Bro, we going to be better than a lot of people think. Some people think we're not going to win more than 20 games. I tend to believe that we could get 30 to 40 plus wins. And I say 40 plus wins probably. I don't know, man. I don't want to say 45, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to be such a bad team, bro. Randall changes a lot. I see what he did for the Knicks. He helped the Wolves get to the Western Conference Finals, I believe, or to the next round. You know what I mean? He had a good playoff series. He could be a playoff riser, but he's a regular season. He's a great player. He may not help us get far in the playoffs if he got us to the play-in or the playoffs. But I do believe we get to the play-in. Let me say that. From now on, I want y'all to know when y'all tune into this show, I think we can make the play-in. I don't know if we make the top 6 teams. I'm not saying that right now. Not without me watching them play and seeing how good as a duo Mikael Brown Jr. and Diego Domen is together. So I don't know, man. We'll see. You know what I mean? But y'all know me, man. I'm big optimistic. So
I'm about to say, I'm Breezy big optimistic.
hell yeah.
This is not wrong for man. If you find a decent censor, this is definitely something to get you in a playing conversation. And I think
every single council member just signed
that's right. I think Randall's going to be very impactful because I keep saying this. We have a lot in common, us and Randall. Like just like him and us, we've been discarded by New York media. We've been told get out of New York. You don't belong. And guess what? Now we've joined forces because we're taking a stand. We're getting the culture back, the grit back, the fight back. The Brooklyn Nets, I really think, are going to be on the comeback trail this year. If you get a compensator, Randall, MPJ, these vets work with the young guys, we can build something real in Brooklyn, and the work starts this summer. So I think Randall, this might be the perfect market for him because out of the other markets, every time this guy felt like he got betrayed, he just stopped playing. I think on this team from day one, we're going to let him know this is what we're doing, this is the vision, the goals, and are you in or are you in? And I think Randall's going to be in, man. He's got something to prove. He's coming back to New York media to say, hey, you thought I was damaged goods? You screwed up. I think he's going to show us something this year for sure. So he's definitely going to be a part of this for sure.
Let me not kid you guys. I'm going to one of those games between the Nets and the Knicks at the Barclays. Oh, that's a fact. That shit fitting to be electric. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm not talking about as a content creator with the chat and this and that gonna be like, I'm talking about watching the actual game, the energy inside of Brooklyn, with Randall coming back and him being on the Brooklyn Nets. You know the Knicks on their bullshit just winning, you know what I'm saying? So I'm with Randall being the bad guy, the outcast, we couldn't win with you, and him coming in with something to prove. I might put $200 on Randall for 50 points. I might get the bag. No, I'm just playing. But what I will say is I don't need I don't need that to enjoy the game, but I do think that Randall is going to try to make a point. If a team traded me and then they won a championship, I know they talking spicy. Before they can start talking spicy, I'm going to dunk on Cat the first play of the game. Just to let them know what type of time I'm on. Like, this finna to be a long day. Know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I need to see from Randall. You know what I'm saying? But Eli Jersey, Brooklyn, he said, and we spoke on this, he said the Nets and Day'Ron Sharpe agreed to push the deadline for his team option back one day for more optionality. Something might be cooking. I believe so. I believe so. What you feel, Manosphere? You think we could, you know what I'm saying, cap space, get a situation where we get another big time player? Maybe you feel like we one superstar away or some shit? Like, what if we just get like one more superstar? Like, I'm not saying
Yeah.
superstar. I'm not saying MPJ superstar, but both of them were all. Well, MPJ is in my opinion, I would say a fringe all star, but I want to say he should have got the nod. You know what I'm saying? He should have got the nod, but he didn't. He's a fringe all star. Randall, an all star. One more player. Oh, let me ask you this. And I was gonna make this a title of the show, but I'm gonna ask you now. Do you think Jordy Fernandez got enough pull to get Jokic here next year because he ain't signed that extension with the Nuggets yet?
Ooh.
Is that the big man that we talking about? Yo, because if that's it, we finna run the city again, man. I'm telling you right now.
Man. Come on, man. I mean,
is that possible?
That could be possible. That could be possible, bro. I think he would have enough pull. I think he would.
If Jokic was going to go to another team, why wouldn't it be where he had an assistant coach with that team? I mean, he got a relationship right there.
That would be a seismic shift like you've never seen. The NBA would literally be turned on its head. A man of Joker's caliber, a bona fide superstar coming to Brooklyn, it would change everything for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's interesting why he did this, because I know the Nuggets have to make some trade moves because they want to keep that Watson kid. But I think Joker sees the writing on the wall. As good of a team as we once were, we are nowhere where we should be. Like, everybody thinks that he cares more about riding the horses in summer. No, he wants to win a title every year. That's why he shows up for for all those games, to win a ring. If he can't win it there, a team like Brooklyn, who has flexibility, assets, we have a young core in place. He comes to this team. Diego Michael might look like bona fide co-stars. And I'm not saying they can't get there on their own, but having a Joker, it changes everything around you. So if that happens, it would be huge. It would be historic.
Should we chill on focus? Should we chill on trying to get a big time center this year so that way we can have enough money to get a Jokic next year? Because right here it says Jokic, Nikola Jokic is considering holding off on signing contract extension. Bro, I mean, I'm not making this up. Some of the stuff y'all hear me say, I be creating because I'm a content creator. So when there's no content, I create content because that's what I do. But this is not that. This is out there already. And I'm just saying, I don't know another place where he had an assistant coach splinter off and leave the Nuggets and became a head coach somewhere else. This is a real situation. MPJ came from Denver to the Nets. Trying to tell me it's not a real situation that Jokic comes here? It's a real situation.
It could possibly be. It could possibly. But now, do we want to revisit the whole superstar type thing? Like, you know what I mean? Or do we
I think they would go. I think they would go. They probably, you know what I'm saying? They lean towards
we're
talking about Jokic.
Yeah, for a dude like Joker, right.
We talking like let's just dial it back. Remember, we are talking about somebody that could pass from the same thing that Clax could do. They had Clax doing, he would be doing times 10. He could score the ball by himself. He rebound better than Clax. He shoot the free throw better than Clax. Clax could never.
2 years in a row, triple double.
I mean,
that's come on, bro. The numbers he would put up, and then sometimes maybe he's uncomfortable being there because of the relationships are strained because the guys that he wanted to sign didn't get signed. Maybe they felt like the call was only important.
Hey, yo, I just want to make something real clear. Let me make something clear. The only reason Nikola Jokic would come to Brooklyn would be to play with MPJ again.
Oh, stop.
Look, no. You got to remember something. Before I was ever a Brooklyn fan, I was an MPJ fan in Denver. Now, let me give you some context, right?
Oh, okay.
I was saying for years, I got tweets going back to like 2002, the beginning of our championship season. I'm like, yo, the problem with this team, and I was saying this year we won the chip. The problem with the team was that when we won the chip, there was no true hierarchy. They just used to run the system, and different nights you used to get different like configurations of numbers. But during the run, they fell in love with the pick and roll. And then they started making it the Murray 1-2 punch. We're going to make sure Murray gets this many shots. And then that's when MPJ was basically just like sitting in the corner. I said from early for years, I was like, what should happen is that, because Joker's the oldest one out of them all. I was like, when Joker starts falling out of his prime, it's really supposed to be MPJ's team. And then Murray's then supposed to be the 2 option because he's the point guard. And then Joker, because he has the passing ability, can still just facilitate everything. Now, Joker got a little big on his britches. This is why when Mike Malone got fired, he didn't fight for Mike Malone. This is when MPJ got traded, he ain't fight for MPJ. He just went through his first season without MPJ. This nigga said, I ain't signing no fucking extension because he played with your man Cam Johnathan, who I was telling y'all is a fucking bum. And let me also say this too. I see last year it was Cam Johnson, but now this year it's Cam Johnson's Trey Murphy. It's funny. It's this dude who's been stinking it up and isn't even the first option in New Orleans next to Zion. Now he's apparently better than MPJ. I've been seeing all this shit. You know, I'm clocking it.
So
understand.
Bro, so what you think? What's the percentage of this really happening? Do you think this is really possible?
I mean, listen, there's still certain things that have to fall into place. Joker is not he's not trying to play on no bullshit team. So Brooklyn as a team that's from Jordy to the players on all levels have to show and prove because Joker's trying to get rings. If he leaves Denver, it's because he's trying to win and get rings. He doesn't care. You know what I'm saying?
And that also means that we would have to have re-signed MPJ.
Yeah, and this also goes into what I was saying too. I'm like, if y'all do right by MPJ, then y'all put an actual team together, and then y'all want him to, you know what I'm saying, take a pay cut. Yeah, that's doable. But you ain't gonna push shit around him and then be like, hey, we're gonna lowball you. No, that's off the table.
Joker doesn't need MPJ to win. Just saying,
right.
he don't need to win.
No, hold on.
Actually, no. Actually, you know what's funny about that? You know, for years, you know, what's the whole tagline's been, oh, Joker makes people better. Who did he make better this year? That narrative went out the window.
Hold on.
You guys are Brooklyn fans. Hold on, listen. You guys are Brooklyn fans, right? Y'all just had your first year. Y'all seen that MPJ just lets it go. Now, think of MPJ in the third option role where you're not controlling the offense. You're not the one facilitating the picks. You're getting the ball, when there's 5 seconds or less, on the clock and just that in the third.
I'm with you. I'm not against it. John might be against it, but I'm not against it. What I'm saying is this. When it comes to MPJ, if we could use him or not use him, but if we could attract Jokic here because MPJ is here, I'm giving him a contract. If his relationship with Jokic can get Jokic to the Brooklyn Nets, whether it be a 2-year contract or whatever he asking about, I'm giving him that contract. The same way that Mikal Brown, if Mikal Bridges could finagle a situation where he could get Cam Johnson paid, I'm cool with Michael Porter Jr. getting paid because he attracted Jokic, one of the best centers in the NBA, arguably the best center in the NBA. I'm all for that. But again, not to be long-winded, Range Rose, say what you're gonna say, then pass it to Leaf. We got Leaf on the panel too.
The main thing is this. What Brooklyn has to show is that we are moving in the right direction. And it's not a matter of not no minor movement, not like no Orlando Magic. Hey, Brooklyn, they made the playoffs. You got to show that, because he's really looking at all that stuff. Like, a lot of people assume, oh, Joker wants to go play with Luka. I don't even really think he wants to because he knows he's like, Luka's game doesn't match mine. You know what I'm saying? So for Brooklyn this season, it's a multitude of things. You got to win, got to make the playoffs. You got to look like. Remember, there could be multiple teams that are in the playoffs, but then you look at each one. You might look at this team in the 6th seed, and you just I take them more seriously than this team. That's what I'm saying. It's all the little factors. Igor has this new role. I think he should be good in the new role, playing the 2, spotting up. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Randall. Randall has MBJ, Igor, and MPJ. For any time he draws too, so it's a lot. It's a lot of varying factors. But ultimately, And like I said, even MBJ, I mean, if he shows that shot is proficient, and he's shooting like he was in college, I mean, Joker's going to be looking at that because, like I said, Joker, when he draws too, he's kicking. I mean, if he's, look, we just got to see what happens, man. But this season's lit.
Facts. Shout out to Range Rover for joining the panel. We out here. We're going to pass it to Leaf. Leaf, talk to us, man. We know how you feel about Jokic. Talk to us. What do you think this is possible? Something real, something feasible, something that actually can happen?
What can happen?
Jokic got contracts. They stalled the contract extension. He's like, nah, hold up. I don't know. I'm gonna have my people call your people. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. So they ain't doing nothing right now. He ain't signed no extension. It's the off season. If it was gonna happen, it can happen now. But Jokic is saying no. And I'm saying that the relationship with Jordy Fernandez and Michael Porter Jr., do you think it's enough to get Jokic here next season?
I mean, it could be, but I'm under the impression that we're trying to build a team through youth and through growth, and that's what I'm and that's what I'm more set on.
But let me ask you this, Leaf. Let me ask you this. I'm staying with your point with youth. Now, there's a rookie scale contract with 4 years. You got 3 years for Diego. You got 4 years for Mikal Brown Jr. Do you think, with that being said, in these next 4 years, we still get some ascension or peak basketball from a Jokic, or you think he's on a decline in these next 4 years if we was to give him a 4-year contract?
I still think we get good basketball from him. I just don't think we get the level that we're accustomed to.
Okay, if hold on. And if that's the case, how good are the Brooklyn Nets if we added Jokic to this current roster?
To the current roster as it constructed,
as constructed. Facts.
Shit, we gonna need to do some work because it take a lot to build around Joker, bro. Like you know when you got to build it, you have his strengths, but you got to build around his clear cut weaknesses. His weaknesses are not getting no better. I'm not against signing Joker. If we get Joker, cool, but I mean, I would rather stay the course and still build through the youth because I truly believe in that we have the backcourt of the future, and nobody believes shit I say about Danny Wolf.
Bro, stop with that, bro. I didn't say I didn't believe what you said at Danny Wolf.
Man, I seen you on the show earlier, bro. You said what you said, bro. Like you,
what I say?
What you mean? What you said, bro? You said you said other than Diego, bro, we ain't hit on none of the rookies from last year. That's what you said. I got you on tape saying that.
And I totally agree.
I got you on tape. And listen, and I think that's I don't think it's fair to make that assessment after 1 year.
Bro, talk your talk.
But I hear you on that. I hear you on that.
Right.
I don't think it's fair to make that assessment after 1 year, bro. Like
I said,
this is year number 2, bro. Like the Flappers. Hold up, the Flappers 5 is in year number 2. We just picked up Mikal on Tuesday. People got to calm the fuck down.
Like, I want to point something out. Hold on. Let me point something out to Leaf, though.
Hold on. Let me say this, Retro. I will dial it back and say I might have been hasty early on Chill with Chill show about Danny Wolf and not representing him. But hold on. But I will say that I did say 2 players. I said Nolan Traore. I think he's going to be a good bench point guard. I said that. And I said that Diego, I think, he's going to be a good 2 guard opposed to one that which we wanted to draft him at. But go ahead, Range Rover. I want to tell you what you was going to say.
Well, I just want to toss this out to Leaf because I know he's a big Danny Wolf fan. Now, if you look at Joker's career, the MVPs started coming the season, I think it was. It was either the season after or during. I think it was after. The year after he played with DeMarcus Cousins. That's when the MVP started coming in. Now, think about the idea that if Joker was to come here, and at that point, I think Danny Wolf would have at least 2 years still left on his deal. He would have 2 years where he's competitively going at Joker every day in practice, being able to pick his brain and all that shit. And like I said, that's his player comparison. So if there's anybody he can learn from, that would be the best player possible. So Just
I
thought.
agree with you with
Right?
that, but if he comes here, he's coming here to be the starter because we're paying him top dollar when he gets here. He's not
The
like
benefit of it.
the thing about Danny Wolf is it's either Joker spot or Danny Wolf spot. It's either Dayron spot or Danny Wolf spot. I don't think that I don't think nobody in their right mind is gonna play Joker and Danny Wolf together. Nobody in their right mind is gonna play Danny Wolf and Dayron together. Even though I think they can play, it's just the weaknesses is too glaring. The thing is that with Danny Wolf, like you have somebody that like in terms of movements on the court and the way that he's fluently moves with the basketball in his hand, bro. You have somebody that's a lot more advanced in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think that we're doing a good job staying the course with our youth and with our youth movement because this is the CBA to do it. If we was in the old CBA, I would have said, yo, pick up Joker. I'd have said pick up Giannis. I'd have said picked up any and everybody.
Yo, but hold on. Let me ask you this though. Letting these rookies have that window with a Jokic running with them in their second sophomore year, Diego Domen, you saying you got high optimism for Mikal Brown Jr. and a Diego Domen, and this is what I'm saying. I'm buying into that. And I want you to buy into the possibility that Jokic could be here because you know, but Jokic you could do for jump shooters. He could get them in real catch and shoot situations without dribbling the ball. He could get them cutting to the basket and doing things without the ball. A high IQ player that you're playing with now, and that's a veteran that could run the offense. You like MPJ, but he ain't never seen a shot he ain't like. He's not necessarily running the offense. We could run the offense through him, but he's not running the offense, if you get what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that to say I get what you mean with Danny Wolf. And that being said, the tutelage from a Jokic to a Danny Wolf, I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you next to greatness, you're going to get great. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like somebody like Danny Wolf, he is going to have the opportunity to do a lot of stuff that you said, Leaf. And I do think that the floor is 115 points. And I'm saying to like 125. I didn't go as far to say 150, but like 125. I do think we are high-powered office with the roster that we got. But I'm not going to give up saying that we need a center. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is if we were going to get a center, don't do anything that's going to affect the money for us so we can make space for Jokic if he's going to continue to stall with Denver Nuggets on contract extension. Because before this podcast started, I didn't see that. I would have put that shit in, I would have put that in the title. But now that I know that, yeah, I'm interested, bro. And I think it is possible because of the relationships he got with a former assistant coach and a former player he won an NBA championship with in Michael Porter Jr. So, again, one last thing I wanted to say was Leaf 4788, a moderator and member on the page. He sent the super chat. This is his handle, youtube.com/@Leaf4788. There's 50 people watching. Go over there now, subscribe and leave. Come right back, though. And then I'm saying we rock it and roll it. But let me go ahead, Leaf. Go ahead, Leaf. I'm reading this out.
The reason why I'm not even gonna say I'm against it, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. Nothing is gonna change my mind about where my flag is. But if it happens, it happens. I'm not against it. I just would say what I'd rather. But if you didn't want Giannis to come here, bro, like that, then you probably shouldn't want Joker to come here neither. And it's probably for the same reasons, bro. And the reasons being is because a lot of those players from that tier, because we do notice that Giannis and Joker was on the same tier for years and years. For the last at least the last 5-6 years, they are entering into the last good years of their career. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that might I think that Giannis is going to have some good years in Miami. I think that in the next 4 to 5 years, I think Joker is going to have some good years, but I don't know how conducive it's going to be to the Nets winning at the highest level.
I think Leaf. I mean, Joker's still prime and still dropping to triple double. Nobody's business. And this Eastern Conference, mind you, this is a drop off from the West. So I think he'd actually have a lot more room to do what he always does. You just have to surround the right wings. And I will say this, Mike Kelly.
So John, stick to that part. Like if we do get him, the roster that's constructed right now, it has to be a lot more athletic to his to surround him with.
I agree.
Now I heard earlier today where we was looking at Rui Hachimura. I actually like Rui. I thought Rui was hooping in LA, and I think
what you think about his rebounding though? What you think about his rebounding?
I think he's a good rebounder at the three. He's solid at the three.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like LA was kind of playing Rui. They were forcing him to play the four, but he's really a small forward.
But really you want him, right? That's what I'm saying. He really is a power. Well, okay, if he's really a small forward, he taking minutes from Josh Minot. Y'all want that, or y'all want him taking minutes from that new kid, Joshua
Minot is a bench player, bro. I don't mind it. Rui is a starter in this league. He's a legit starter, bro.
But there's the problem. You have Michael Porter Jr. And if you extend him, this Rui stuff don't matter. So this is why I'm kind of against extending Michael Porter Jr. If you want to create ultimate cap space to get Joker, you probably don't want to sign this guy to another extension. You probably let that money run out, and then you have a max slot if you want to pay a Joker next year. So if the Nets get out a center or another wing on the cheap, that's probably a smart strategy if the Joker is ever going to be on the move. But if you get that,
but getting to my point, John, I think Rui would be added for not as much. I mean, at most he'll probably get maybe 4 years, 80. That's $20 million a year, bro.
Wow.
That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we could pay that. We paid that to Claxton.
But that's
so when I look at that landscape, if you add him this year. And then you do a cheap deal to somebody like Porzingis. I think our team is. I think we got our team for this season.
But you are with us not spending no crazy bread on the center, so we can focus on Jokic for next season.
I never wanted to focus on Jokic, but I mean, where
you think? All right, if he didn't come to the Nets, where would he go? Only the Brooklyn Nets. To me, that's the only logical answer.
No, everybody keeps see the problem is, bro, when it's time for us to go straight down the road, we keep getting starstruck, man, by some shit that we see on the side of the road, bro. Shit, yo.
He had a relationship with MPJ.
I understand that.
Why is this so far-fetched? How is this started?
It's not that it's far-fetched. I think that we got a lane that we trying to stay in. We trying to go straight. That's what I think.
We trying to win lane. We in the winning, in the business of winning lane. That's the lane we in.
We in the business of growing as a unit. That's what we in the business of.
Bro, but what I'm saying is, hold on. I want to
know y'all want the win in the just zoom fast.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the window is 4 years. It's not this year, and it will start after Jokic come on the team. If he comes on the team. So again, to your point, if Jokic comes on the team next year, you got to expect that the window changes, Leaf. You can't say we get a player like Jokic for the 4-year contract and then we just prioritizing the fact that the window for Mikal Brown Jr. and Diego Domin is different from the window from Jokic. I mean, I'm going to change the window.
But that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. If you get Jokic next year, he's going to speed up the window of players that's not even developed yet. That's not even ready yet, bro. We got to see how well they progress this year.
What if he?
Hold on. Let me add in a couple things real quick. First off,
that's the same thing the Rockets did with Kevin Durant.
First, as far as the idea of speeding up the development, I'm going to go against that because a young player getting playoff experience is just something that's actually more beneficial than playing 82 than going home. Just look at Dylan Harper. He was just in the finals playing with Wemby, right? Now, as far as if Joker came to Brooklyn, this would be after a year of him watching from afar the play of, MBJ, Mikal Brown Jr., and Igor Domin. You know what I'm saying? So as far as and also you got to think of something. As far as when you compare him to Giannis and the idea of their games declining as they get older, the thing with Joker is his game's not built on athleticism. And his base is that he really wants to pass. He would rather, when he gets older, he would rather pass and get, if he can, 15 assists and 10 points Like he's had many games in Denver where literally he just drops 8 points or 10 points in this. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Range, I understand exactly what you're
If
saying.
if Mikel is showing that he's pop off, you see, even the fourth quarters, he puts the ball in Murray's hand. Murray can ISO. He can call the pick if he wants to. Mikel will have the same privileges. Like the thing with Joker is that, because here's the thing, me coming from the outside into the Brooklyn Nets, and y'all being real Brooklyn Nets fans, I know that you guys want the players that you guys picked and drafted to be featured. You get Joker, that's a guarantee. You get any other big man, then you got to start questioning how all of that stuff goes. But I mean, Joker's the most unselfish player in the league.
Mm-hmm. Listen, hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Hold on. Let me say this. Player one in the chat. He said the Nets need to focus on getting these players in their early to mid 20s who are already on the trade block. They should be monitoring Trey Murphy or Jalen Duren's situation. Now, I wanted to pose a question to the panel. Should we be focused more on the future of a Jalen Duren and trying to get him this year, or the right now of a Jokic and getting him next year?
I mean,
I would say we should be focused on developing our the players that we got.
You really think that Danny Wolf is the future center for the Brooklyn Nets?
Yes, bro.
I think Brooklyn's fine to use Danny Wolf and Sharp this year. I wouldn't even go sign a big man.
What people got to understand is that, Jordy is not even Jordy is a young coach. I understand that he has a rapport as an assistant with MPJ, but as an assistant with Joker. I understand that. He's still a young coach. Give him young players to grow with. Don't just do the shit that the Houston Rockets did and go get Kevin Durant and speed the shit up. Don't do that. Because now, if they don't win, now guess what? All of our young players is trash now. Because we don't win. Because we got that
dramatic, man. I think the playoffs.
That's going to be the narrative. That's going to be the narrative.
But nobody's calling Harper trash.
Nobody's calling Harper the range. That's a different, bro. Everything that you're naming about Dylan Harper is a different total thing, bro. The only person that they calling trash over there is De'Aaron Fox because he's older. That team that just made the finals, that's a young team. They 3 players are still on their rookie deals. They top 3 players. That's an anomaly. That's not the shit that we got going on. Y'all talking about signing a nigga that's a 3-time MVP in this league. That's going on to 30 years old just because he has a rapport with our head coach, who was his assistant coach years ago.
And MPJ.
Who we don't even know is going to assign back here, but we know he want money.
Chemistry is often overlooked.
We know you want money.
Them niggas are coming. Listen to me. Them niggas are coming here to rob us, for better or for worse. They're going to want top dollar because they won a championship. We need to continue to grow our young players. This is what everybody was saying. If you didn't want Giannis, why the fuck would you want goddamn Joker?
Because he's Joker. Breeze, can I ask you a question? The Durant stuff, it's not even a point right now. After the random move, we're kind of.
What? Yeah, I can hear John?
He blanked out.
I don't know what he was gonna say, man. But what I will say, oh, there you go. Had him and I didn't. She'll be saying that.
No.
I'll be crying.
Yeah, Breeze, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to say the Durant stuff, Kessler Walker stuff's kind of out of our wheelhouse. What we should do is what we talked about earlier in the show. Guys like Robert Williams, Mo Wagner, guys who get on the cheap, don't have to overpay. You can kind of save some of your cap space for the following year if the Joker becomes available. The Trey Murphy stuff, though, is very interesting. I've heard us connected to him going back into last week's draft. You probably have to do MPJ and some picks for Murphy. Murphy, I think, is going to be, 26? And apparently the price is now 3 firsts instead of 5 firsts. So, again, if you're going to trade MPJ, you probably want to trade him for a player that is close to value or is an impactful wing. A straight-up swap of him and Murphy might be the best return the Nets could get as far as a player goes. So that's definitely something to monitor, depending on if we give MPJ an extension next week, which, by the way, free agency starts 6 p.m. this Tuesday.
Trey Murphy's only 1 year younger than MPJ.
I understand that, but I'm just saying if you don't want to extend MPJ, your next best thing, if you want to get a player, is get a Trey Murphy, who I think fits this system very well defensively and offensively. That's what I was saying about that. That's if we don't extend MPJ.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll take a chance on Rui. Not nothing against Trey Murphy, and I like him, but I like Rui a little bit better. I think Rui is a little bit more physical. I think Rui is just as good as a shooter, just as good as attacking the basket and rebounding. He could do a lot of different things. He could defend. I like Rui.
If you remember, before he went to the Lakers, I mean, Rui was like a number one option in Washington.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna say that.
Well, I mean,
Rui was always good, but I'm not saying number one.
Well, I guess they had Bradley Beal. I think still maybe.
Denny Avia was probably a number one option before he was out there, bro. Like I don't know about.
I don't think that. Nah, I don't think they played to. I don't know if they played to. He was on the.
Neither, but I'm just referencing him because I remember him in Washington, but.
I don't think we need Rui, though. We already have so many wings, and you want to pay the guy $20 million to be a bench piece for 4 years? I don't know if we have to do
that. No. What we getting Rui for, bro? That's probably going to be our MPJ replacement.
Hell no.
Hell no. We need 20 points definitely if we're going to get somebody to replace MPJ.
Listen, what I'm saying is
20?
Hold on, no, it's not that. But look how important the small.
In my opinion,
is. Look how important the small forward position is to Jordy Fernandez. You got to get somebody a better shooter than Rui, bro, at the small forward. I trust Josh Minot as a shooter more than I trust Rui.
What better shooter or better player?
He ain't a better shooter than Rui.
You're not a better shooter than Rui? Josh Minot? Small sample
Josh
size.
Minot is not a better shooter than Rui, no.
I need an overall better. I need a scorer. I need a scorer. I need a definite 20.
Hold on. We got a DC fan in the chat. He said, shout to Molly Moore, DC. He said Rui was never a number one option here. Rui was our third option at best.
I ain't paying $20 million.
I'm saying when the Wizards drafted him, if I remember correctly, like I think they had Bradley Beal. I can't even remember dude's name. But he was young, like he was still coming up. But he had a season where he was putting up at least like 16 to 18, I think. So he was working his way to, you know what I'm saying? But then the Lakers got him. I was surprised when the Lakers got him. But
if we didn't do the Randall move, I'd be more open to Rui. But I feel like we kind of have a lot of wings as is, and we're trying to pay some of these wings a fair penny, not because we don't value them, but because if we do want to make a bigger move in the future, we have to price control some of these contracts. Giving Rui $20 million, that I don't know if that necessarily is going to help balance that out for us per se, you know, because we have other wing options at the moment.
Bro, yeah, we not hard up for wing options, bro. We got Josh Minot, MPJ, and Zaire Williams.
Our wings is not that good, and y'all know it, bro.
But Leaf, you don't want to overpay though for certain wings that aren't exactly top three options.
$20 million a year is overpaying.
Exactly.
$20 million a year is overpaying. We just gave Claxton 25.
We weren't supposed to. Sean Marks is bad at his job, Leaf. Come on, this isn't new. Give that guy that contract was horrible.
$20 million is overpaying for Rui. That's what you're telling me.
That's a bench guy, yes. We already got Randall. Why are we
not a bench guy? He's a starter.
He's not a starter on our team, Leaf.
Why wouldn't he be a starter on our team?
He had MPJ and let's just get traded in 2 days.
Bruh, if MPJ ain't on this roster at the beginning of the season, bruh, don't say I told you so. Mic drop.
He's on his last year of his contract. We got to do something with him. Like it's either sign him or trade him.
Back when I was a Nuggets fan, I told the Nuggets fan base, I'm like, look, the only person you can trade MPJ for and get equal value for is Kevin Durant. If you don't trade MPJ for Kevin Durant, you're not. I'm talking about player for player. If it's not Kevin Durant, and we're talking small forwards, look, there's obvious small. Look, LeBron's not included in this. He's obviously better. You know, look, the obvious people are the obvious people. We don't even got to go into it. But
how did we get to Kevin Durant?
I think I see what you're trying to say. I don't necessarily agree. I think I see what you're trying to say. MPJ is really good. He's putting up like 23, 24 a game. Like he's really good and solid. I think we at least need a bona fide 20 points coming back.
Can I go? All right, check it out, y'all. What's up, Weave? Everybody on the panel. What's up, y'all? Yo, check out, listen, y'all.
Yo, DJ, what up, DJ?
Yo, Breezy, what's the word, my nigga? Yo, bro, hey, listen, bro. I'm gonna say this shit, bro. Listen, look, MPJ, great scorer, great guy. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't give you defense, gets you rebounding and scoring points, right? If you going to like trade MPJ, bro, you need you a wing that can do similar to him, that is younger, or you can develop him into a wing where like he can score the rock. Cause you still gonna need a wing that can like score the rock, bro. Honestly, bro, like you can't be having no average wing where it's like he's not scoring the ball, nah, bro. You gonna need you a wing at least that can score and play defense. You feel me? If you're gonna trade MPJ, it's number one. Number two, the KD shit, right? Like I don't know why he was saying like KD and like Porter. I don't, the value's got to be like a wing that can score, right? What was the other conversation you guys was?
Well, think about it though. A 6'11" player that can score.
That's a good point, Rage. I agree with that, but you just need you a wing that's gonna score. Period, though. Like you don't just need you a 6'11" wing. You need you a wing that's gonna like put pressure to the rim, create their own shot, stuff like that, right? Okay.
If there's a list that has like the top 3 highest shot releases in the NBA.
I don't think.
Wembayama, Kevin Durant, Michael Porter Jr.
I don't think we're gonna trade MPJ. I think they might pay him the money that he wants. It's not a good decision to do that, but I think that they're gonna give him the money and pay him because like they're trying to like win games and they're not trying to lose. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and trying to build shit like that. You feel me? So I like kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just like see him like staying here. As far as the center, as far as Rudy Hachimura goes, yo, I would love Rudy here, but yo, bro, we get Rudy Hachimura, bro. He's starting. We already know this shit, bro. Listen, look, man. If you paying Hachimura and Mitchell Robinson, them two guys, if they come to the Nets, they're gonna be looking to start for the Brooklyn Nets, bro. Like Mitchell Robinson is not leaving the Knicks to go play for the Nets or the Lakers and like not start. Rudy Hachimura is not leaving the Lakers to come to the Nets or Spurs. Maybe Spurs. He might take a back end because the team that they got, you know what I mean, stuff like that. He might say, all right, cool, I'll come off the bench. But for Brooklyn Nets, nah, bro, he's definitely gonna want to like play. Get some minutes up, get some pro production, you know what I mean? Shit like that though, right? That's how I see it going. And as far as Jokic, Nikola Jokic, I mean, if he's available in a year from now, I would. It's tough. Someone said, "What I do with him or Duran?" That's hard, Breeze. That's hard.
Yeah, but now let's talk about it, bro. Like, all right, so let's just talk about
that's kind of easy for me. I'm taking Joker.
Right. All right. So let's hear why we choosing whatever player we choose. You know what I mean? So go ahead. But why? All right. Do you have an answer yet, DJ? Because it sounds like
I got you right now. I'm gonna go Jokic over Duran for this reason. Jokic can score, can pass, things like that. I do think Duran is a better defender than Jokic. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a better defender than him as far as paint presence, stuff like that. But I think Jokic gets you a better offensive game, spread out 5, playmaking, stuff that Jody wants in his system, his scheme, things like that. So if you're telling me in a year from now I'm getting Jokic, I'm getting Nikola Jokic on my basketball team a year from now, yo, bro, I might. If you're telling me that, Breeze, I might rock out with Dayron and Danny Wolf for a year. See how that shit go. Wait till like next summer, next year, a year from now. See if Jokic gets like bounced out in the first round, in the second round. Call Denver and ask them what's that offer going to be like, bro. and I will gladly like save my draft picks, save my capital. I'll gladly give them all the picks, couple of players for Nikola Jokic, bro, because he's literally in his prime. But I get it though. What like Money Mike is saying about Duran, he's like 22. He's young, you know what I mean? He got more potential at his age than a Jokic, bro. But if I can get Jokic, bro, on my squad, depending on the package, and a year from now, today, or a year from now, next month, July 2027, I'm getting the Jokic on my basketball team, bro. I'm taking that, bro.
All right, so hold on. All right, so I'm gonna throw the poll in the chat because this is a tough question. We're going the more the merrier. So please participate in the poll when I throw it in the chat. Polls. Leaf, what you got on this? So who would you take, Duran this year or Jokic next year? He probably saying nothing because he got Danny Wolf over Duran.
Yo, Leaf,
yeah, all right. So man is fair. Who you got? Duran? Would you pick Duran this year or Jokic next year?
Jokic next year.
All right, tell us why, bro.
And I'll wait. Yeah.
I think we should give the youngins another year to develop, see what Mikal does, see how this all works out, and we're not trying to go for a chip this year, so I think we could wait till next year for the ultimate prize, which would be Jokic. I think we could wait a year.
Okay, I respect that. What about you, Range Roll? You got Duran this year or Jokic next year?
I think Joker, because if you think about all the young players in Brooklyn that are going to be, growing and getting better for all the years to come, if they're playing with Joker, I mean, that'd be the perfect big man for them to play with. And then, like I already said, the thing about Danny Wolf, I mean, Danny Wolf already has the skills. It's just a matter of it's just little awareness and IQ things. That's literally all it is. He already has the skills. If he played with Joker, bro, he'd take off probably. Literally, the year Joker played with DeMarcus Cousins, he turned into the MVP because he was playing against DeMarcus Cousins every day.
Hold on. You got Marley Marl. He said trading your picks for Joker is Katie and Harden all over again. Y'all just got y'all picks, shaking my head. Okay. Shaolin said the rent. Just put if you say the rent, put the number 2 in the chat, Shaolin.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it would be a trade. I think he'd be unrestricted free agent, right?
That's if he hits free agency next year. That you're actually right, unrestricted. But if he gets extended, it's a mutual.
It will be a trade, but
maybe.
But I would definitely like, if I know I can get him in a year from now, then I'm saving the pitch, I'm saving the players, I'm keeping it young this year, see what we got, and then the minute Jokic gets bounced out in the first, second round, hopefully next year's playoffs, you feel me? I'm definitely making that call. That call, yo. If I know that he's not happy being there, things like that. But me not knowing that now today, I might have to go with Duran or Mitch or even a guy like Messi from the Pelicans, or the other guy from the Dallas from like
Messi. I know you're talking about. Yeah,
I believe Charlotte is the big man from Charlotte should be available too. A Diabate. So I'd rather go with one of them guys, man. Like this year, cause like I don't know if Jokic's gonna be available next year though. That shit, man. But I tell you, but Breezy, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
If Jody knows that Jokic might be available next year, if Sean knows he might be available next year, then they'll wait. They'll literally just wait and not do shit, bro. They'll be patient and they'll wait a year, like
right, because I agree. I think being patient
is Brooklyn,
yeah,
bro, it's up, bro.
yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I think they will be patient because of the relationship with him and Jordy and MPJ. L.I. Jersey Brooklyn said Brooklyn doesn't need a Jokic cosplay. They need a grown man center who rebounds, finishes, screens, runs the floor, and gives the roster a real backbone in the paint. So you talking about Jalen Durant. I'm not gonna hold him not being a playoff riser against him. He was a great regular season player, and we looking to be a great regular season team. I think he fits what the Brooklyn Nets are looking for. You put, I think Money Mike said this in the chat. You put him and Randall next to each other. That's bully basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that in the front court. So, but I wouldn't be mad if we got Jokic. I can tell you that. That's a fact. You know
what I'm saying though? Who was Durant bullying in the playoffs?
Nobody.
Nobody.
He was wearing them cosplay, bully outfit, but he wasn't bullying nobody.
In fairness, Orlando was like the perfect team for them because they play so similar. So I feel like they cancel each other out. I do agree. Second round against Cavs, he should have been a little better. I think he was better for like maybe one game, but that shouldn't detract anybody from wanting to sign the guy. The guy's still one of the best regular season bigs. If the Nets had a chance to get him, you should. But I think to what we're all saying, you probably get a center on the cheap this summer. You probably don't sign anybody on this team to any long-term extensions, especially if a man of Joker's ilk and caliber could be available a year from now. And Joker kind of is the perfect star for this team. We want to play positionless ball so badly. You have a giant that plays positionless basketball better than anybody else in the sport because of what he does with triple doubles on the daily. And the crazy thing is you would turn Michael and Yegor into wings on this team with Joker because they can cut to the rim. One is 6'10", the other is 6'5", who could be 6'6", maybe a year from now. Like that changes their futures if you pair Joker with those two guys. Your backcourt could become your front court with a giant like Joker. So he would change a lot of people's games or anybody's games if he was on this team. So that can't be ruled out until he does sign an extension this summer. And if not, all bets are off at that point.
All right,
for what it's worth, Yegor likes horses too.
I think the only person we should sign is probably Porzingis.
I think he's staying with the Warriors, Leaf. I haven't heard that he's leaving them. I don't think. I've heard
he is unrestricted though. Like I mean, he didn't. I would just say sign Porzingis just like to be safe for this year. And
what about Robert Williams, though, Leaf? Would you sign Williams to a cheap deal? He kind of fits the lob threat we're looking for, minus the health factor a little bit. Would you be open to him?
No.
But KP has health issues too. Like I like KP's 3-point shot. It fits the team, but he's very unhealthy, fortunately.
Leaf won't scoring. Leaf won't scoring. Leaf won't scoring.
I understand what you're saying, but I'd rather just have that. I just rather have that perimeter threat offensively, as opposed to just like I'm a little bit sick and tired of having bigs that sit up the top of the key and don't do nothing.
Right.
I had that shit, bro. I'm through with that, bro. Like I seen that shit with Claxton too many times. I don't want to see it ever again.
But that's the thing with our remaining center options is a lot of them have injury concerns, like from the Williams to the KPs to the Mitchell Robinsons. Like this is what Sean Marks gets.
This is why I want to start Danny Wolf. All reasons why. I like everybody think that Jalen Duren, Nikola Jokic, and all of these dudes is about to not resign with their respective teams or this, that, and the third. And they may be and they may be not. I don't think the Nets is what they're looking at. Maybe a lot of people in Nets land do, but I don't think they are. And until they do it, I only believe in it when I see it. But until then, I would like Danny Wolf to be my starting fucking center. I ain't gonna say this shit no more.
I mean, nobody asked you that last time. Hold on. So a lot of Jersey Brooklyn said one rough matchup doesn't erase the profile. He's still young, physical, efficient, dominant on the glass, and exactly the type of center Brooklyn needs. Stop playing soft in the paint. Exactly. There's upside to having a Durant here, but to argue that the respective ball club might keep him, I won't and I can't. I know Denver Nuggets are going to do their best to keep Jokic for sure. And I think that's more Jokic saying like, you guys signed Christian Braun. He really ain't that good. Bruce Brown came back, but he ain't help us win. Aaron Gordon, he ain't what he was. We MPJ, we don't have him. And it was a serious downgrade between MPJ and Cam Johnson. Like, it was a serious downgrade.
Major.
So I think Jokic looking around, looking at the landscape, like I don't have KCP, I don't have a guard defender that's slowing down these guards attacking me, because now I'm being attacked because Christian Braun cannot defend like KCP. So it's a different team, and I don't know if Jokic is happy. But to the point of the franchise trying to keep him, yeah, I see that.
The problem for Denver is they have no capital left to add to that team, and your only real asset is Jamal Murray. But you trade him away, you have to get a co-star that's similar to him to even want to keep Joker around. So I think what Joker's doing here is fully business. He wants to say, hey, if you're going to bring Peyton Watson back, what else is on this team? And let's also remember Aaron Gordon. He is crucial to that team, but the last 2 years, that hamstring has been balking. And if he's not healthy, the Denver's defense collapses. It's crazy to say, but without Gordon, the Nuggets don't even have a defensive squad, crazy enough. So there's a lot of pressure on them this year to be a champion. I think Joker's seen the writing on the wall. You don't have a lot of assets left. You're already signing some guys on the big contracts that don't exactly help us win, like Christian Braun, and now Watson, who's more of like a fifth option on that team. So I feel like he's just weighing all the pros and cons. The biggest pro with the Nets is we have cap space. We can add more talent to this team, and you can be the captain of this team if you so want to be. And you have two young potential stars in Yegor and Michael. Why wouldn't you consider the pick them up?
I think that's the problem with the Denver Nuggets is that they on the fence about paying Peyton Watson because he had a small sample size that he could play good. But if Jokic wasn't there, is he a good teammate next to Jokic after paying him such a big contract, or is he just focused on getting his first big contract, him coming off that rookie scale contract? So they got a lot to decide, and I know Jokic don't want to wreck his brain with helping them get who this one and that one. I don't think he's a recruiter like that. You get players like KD, he's a recruiter. LeBron James, he's a recruiter. I think Jokic kind of stay out the way. I think he has some input, but he wants them to, like, that's your job. Like, you want me to do your job? You know what I'm saying? I think Jokic take more of that approach, and I don't think he's happy with the way they've been doing with the rosters and roster construction around him. That being said, I do think that the Brooklyn Nets, if we go the way Leaf was talking about, the Brooklyn Nets are smart for doing that. You keep Wolf and Day'Ron Sharpe as your centers this year. You stay flexible in the cap space, and you stay flexible into going into next year. And if you got to spend 90% or whatever the cap space thing is, then you get, like you said, a Porzingis or somebody on a 2-year contract. So they know that next year you have a descending contract. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to pretty much, you know what I mean? Not look for you to be long-term, but we definitely want you here for the next year or two. So hopefully they take that approach, and again, like I said, help Sean Marks, man. Let this be a podcast that helps Sean Marks, not just criticize him when he make a mistake, because we all fans want us to see the Nets play good. We don't want to be the team that doesn't play well, especially, you know what I'm saying, right now, going through 2 tanking seasons. I mean, how long are we supposed to endure this? You know what I'm saying? So I think now is the time we turn the leaf, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about next season, and I'll say this to the what's on the screen. Listen, Shannon Johnson, nope. Tyson Anthony, nah. Jalen Wilson, nope. Ochai Agbaji, nope. No. Especially Ochai Agbaji. Why the hell you making 19 mil? Oh, hell no. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping Day'Ron Sharpe and Zaire Williams. Other than that, that's a good cap space. So realistically, I'm releasing 225, 425, 725, and what's that? 26 million and 40. I'm opening up 26 million. You know what I'm saying? Of usable cap space. It's because the contracts that I'm keeping is Day'Ron and Zaire together, but that's only 6 million, shy 7 million. You know what I mean? Dollars. So this is what I would do. Y'all would do anything different? Y'all want to add to this any type of way? Where's Terrence Mann? Why Terrence Mann ain't on this list?
You gotta go too. Send him back to the aquarium.
Where's Terrence? Nah. Where's Terrence, man, bro? We need to be having some more money, bro. More money, man.
Right.
Like,
They all
get
got
these
Terrence,
niggas
man.
out of
Let's
over my
run that.
team, bro. Like,
If
hey,
we got 10 seconds to get off the Terrence man, you
yo,
do. With 20
so
second round picks, I'll give up 3 of them just to get him up the team.
right? Jay will gotta go. ETN gotta go.
That whole bench gotta go.
Well, mine is still on Zaire.
Or to whoever
Right,
who
I'm
said
keeping
that.
going.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this, right? Dayron, I'm gonna say this, man. Cause he got a team option, yo. I don't know, man. Zaire, he can go. I like Zaire, but I want to see what OKC gonna do with Lou Dort. I ain't gonna lie. If I can get Lou Dort, and then if I could get some money to get Dort on the team, if he ever becomes available, then I'll probably will do that though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? I would have it a roster, have it just get some more money up. And my moves will be Breeze to you. It will be either Duran, Mitch, or Walter Kessler, or even one of them the other guys that I named before, right? As my big man, as my center. I'm gonna go with Rudy Hachimura. If I can get him, cool, whatever, right? I'll go with Keon. Ellis ain't gonna cost you much, so I guess the familiarity with Jody Fernandez.
Facts.
It's okay move. It's an alright move. And then I'm gonna go with I like the 3 moves that I named. Oh yeah, and Dort. Yeah, Lou Dort. If OKC can't bring him back on a reasonable contract, if Lou Dort ever would hit the market, I'll pay him to get him over here. I ain't gonna lie. And then we added 4 veterans from the market this all season, personally. And I would like to see that though, but yeah, but for sure we might add at least 3 people, at least 3 free agents this year, at least you know what I'm saying, because you're gonna need some veterans on.
No, that's facts.
To lead the young guys that you got already on the roster. You can't just have a young ass team and 1, 2 veteran. Nah, bro. If you want to be, if you want your young guys grow, that bench got to be guys that's been in the league, that put in pain. They did a lot of years already. They done seen stuff. You know what I mean? So word. That's what I would do. I mean.
Yeah, that's what's up. We got Notorious on the panel. He been big on Twitter talking about Trey Murphy coming to the Brooklyn Nets. You been getting some motion off of that, Notorious? Talk to us.
Yo, what's good? I mean, some people seem to like it.
How you feeling, Joey? About the adding the vets, bro, in the market on Tuesday, bro. And
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you could add any type of talent or somebody with some type of dog, and experience to the team, why not? But I would prefer us to, go after that center first. I feel like that's a sensitive area for us. We need to lock down the best free agent center possible that we can get over here to help out with our core. But yeah, absolutely. You hit it on the head, the nail on the head. It got to be a mixture of veterans and young guys. But the thing is, we got so many young guys that you can't bring on too many veterans because we got so many young guys we still trying to develop. So, but yeah, you need to have a little bit more veterans. I would say maybe about, I don't know, 2 or 3 more. And
that's what I said, Joey.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Joey, hold on. The chat wants you to cook. They said Notorious been on fire all damn week. What you got for us today? Talk to us, Joey.
Nah, I ain't got nothing for it. I'm just be coming up with ways to try to make us better, man. Try to find guys who gonna come here, play with some type of heart, who going up, what I'm saying, upgrade the level of our rookies, man. Help with, come here, be competitive, but at the same time, up the level of our rookies and help, bring them along and stuff. So, um, yeah, man, that's it. I mean, I'm just like y'all. I'm waiting for free agency, man. We sitting here trying to watch all these centers and stuff, and seeing what's happening with them, and if they signing back with their teams and opting in and stuff, or they opting out. But yeah, that I ain't really got nothing, bro. I'm just here
Yo,
chopping up with y'all.
I'm gonna pull up the content of, Mikal Brown Jr. and the quotes he said. We pulled up 2 pieces of video and him and both of them talking about winning the NBA championship. You got him with the hat on. I ain't one of the flyest hats I've seen in a minute from Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? This kid is starting to grow on me. And again, man, I know you said you're gonna keep reminding me that I chose Darius Acuff Jr. over him, but I want you
Nah,
to forgive me
it
for
ain't
that.
even
You know what I'm
about
saying?
reminding you
I want
because
you
I'm
to
cool
forgive me.
with people choosing Darius Acuff over Mikal. I get it. Everybody not gonna have the same favorites. You know what I mean? And this ain't.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
no, but
speaking
he
to you.
been. I'm just saying.
I just felt like some people wasn't giving Mikal a chance and they was disrespecting him. That's all. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying because of his post game interviews, what he's talking, how he's talking. I'm a fan of him. You know what I'm saying? I like how he talk, and I'm gonna pull up the content. We was watching it earlier, but I actually wanted to get you to react to it. Hold on, let me try to see if I can find it. Just give me a minute. Um, but Trey Murphy, if he did come to the team, how would that work, bro?
Oh, I mean, some people say he over there. He playing the 2 over there in New Orleans. Trey Murphy could play the 2 or the 3. He could play the 2 or the 3. If he come over here, I picture him doing the same thing as MPJ, filling in that wing position at the 3. You know what I mean? That's a. I feel like he can lead that group. I feel like he fits our timeline perfectly. I feel like he's one of the most youngest, most underrated players in the NBA. Me personally, decent defense, long, can handle the rock a little bit. Excellent 3-point shooter. But yeah, I mean, I picture him playing the 3. My dream lineup would be Mikal at the 1, Jaeger at the 2, put Trey at the 3. If we get Trey, obviously we would have to come off of MPJ because MPJ nor Trey is coming to Brooklyn to sit on no bench. But so Trey at the 3, Randall at the 4, and I don't know how our center position gonna be, but if it's the way it is now, we could put Dady at the 5. I think that's a strong 5, man. I think that's a strong uh 5, a strong young core, man, and we could just rotate our rookies in and around that 5 and get them some playing time and help develop them.
Yeah, nah, facts. All right, I found the content. I wanted to play it, then
Upside for
get
this Nets
you to
team.
react to it, Joe.
Upside for this Nets team, right? And you got, you're going to be playing with Julius Randle, Michael Porter Jr. I mean, how do you see? I know you've just had a little bit of time to think about it, but how do you see this Nets squad and what you bring to the table?
Yeah, I think we're hungry. We're a young team on top of, Julius coming in and then, MPJ being there and me being able to pick their brains and, ask them. MPJ's won a championship before. So, he has a championship pedigree. So you can ask him a lot of questions. And on top of that, we got a young core group. And, I went there when I went on my workout. I got to see the bond and the camaraderie that they had because most of the guys were there working.
My bad.
Out already.
Oh, there you go.
So I really got to get a feel for them and, they were hungry. And, that's how I am. I'm coming in trying to be hungry, bring back that winning culture.
An upside for this Nets team, right? And you got,
What
you're going
you
to
thought
be
about
playing
what
with
he said,
Julius
bro? It was a
Randle.
little choppy. It was a little choppy, but what you thought about what he said?
I like the kid. I think. Listen, I like him. Like I said, people think he just giving, you know what I mean. He giving company man answers, but he's just, you could tell he's mature, and the kid's well spoken. But at the same time, don't get it confused because I see it in that kid's eyes, bro. he got that dog in him. And if you see him play, you know he got that dog in him. So don't get it confused because
No, the next clip I'm gonna pull up is him describing himself as a dog. He said, "Yo, I got that dog in me." Like he described himself that way. So you're right. Word, you're right. I'm trying to find the content where he was saying what he said before. I think I had it on my page. And again, it's just reiterate some of the stuff that he said before. But I'm saying that to say we need a vocal leader on the basketball floor. And if that's coming from our point guard, our rookie point guard, oh, that's incredible, bro.
He sound like a competitor to me. I know they say talk is cheap, but he sound like a competitor to me. You feel what I'm saying? So
Joey, and I said this gonna be in my intro. So tell me if you agree. Should this be in my intro? Some of what he said. Listen. Oh, my fault. I'm about to post it right now. I didn't post it. My bad. So obviously, I ain't gonna be able to get it if I ain't post it. All right, here you go. Yeah, man.
You embrace New York type pressure.
All right.
I embrace any type of pressure that comes.
A chance to play for Brooklyn.
It would mean a lot. It's a big city. It's a big city. You know, bright lights. You know, a lot of big time names come out of Brooklyn. So to be able to represent that means a lot.
How do you think you would handle the New York scene?
I would handle it well. I'm very calm and down to earth. You know, I'm about this basketball stuff. You know, keep the main thing. The main thing is that's the focus is to strive to win the championship. So.
Do you embrace New York type pressure?
I embrace any type of pressure that comes. Pressure is privilege. And I don't look at it as pressure. It's just an expectation that people have set forth, but I also set myself to expectation as well. So.
A chance to play.
Well, how you don't love this kid, man?
Don't mean a lot. It's a big city.
How you don't invite him to the barbecue,
city,
man?
Bright lights.
Nah, seriously, yo, Joey, I see what you're saying, bro. The way he handles the media, I think, is going to be important. I like what he said about pressure. What about that comment, Jay? Joey, what you thought about that?
I love it. I mean, listen, man. It's just like he says all the right things. I mean, what can you say? Like, it's not that he's just saying all the right things, but he's saying all the right things, but he's also exuberating confidence. He's not being cocky, but he's exuberating confidence, and he's letting you know that, yo, I'm ready for the task at hand. Like, you know what I mean? So what can I say? I love the kid, man, me personally.
I'm trying to find the content where he talk about going that what's his name, Darius A. Cup Jr. John said it was in a Post interview.
Yeah, there was a Q&A on the New York Post. If there's an article link on Google, I believe, if you find it.
Okay, I'm gonna find it.
He basically said, like, we've been going at this since high school. Nothing's going to change. We're going to be doing this for a while. And I'm telling you, next week, July 4th, this is arguably going to be the biggest summer league game in Brooklyn Nets history. It really is. You got a title fight on America 250. Let's go.
Y'all boys about to make a damn summer league game the main event. This is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
This is hilarious. I love basketball. Yo, July 4th is next Saturday, Joey. I'm recapping that game for sure.
No, but you know what? Like I said, Breeze, like somebody, I think it was LBL. He said this in the spaces, and it makes a lot of sense, man. He said, you know what? A cuff in this MBJ discussion reminds me of. Remember when Darren Williams and Chris Paul was coming out of college, and everybody was comparing them? They were two good, talented, young point guards, but they just had different styles. But you couldn't at that time. You couldn't lose with either one, picking either one. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
I just think that's what it reminds me of. They have different styles, but they're both going to be very good NBA players. You know.
I think they are too. But the common denominator for us because of Jordy. I'm telling y'all niggas right now, bro. Like, yo, Danny Wolf is. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling everybody up in here, and I mean this shit when I say it, bro. Danny Wolf is about to take extreme leaps, bro. Y'all just don't know, bro. Y'all don't.
No,
I
we
hope you're right.
believe in
I
Y'all
hope
don't
Danny.
see
you're
It's
it.
so
just,
right, Lee.
Nobody else see it but me.
Leaf, we believe in Danny, but can Danny play
Y'all,
complete
everybody
basketball?
is on the fence. Everybody's on the
But
fence.
I'm
Yo,
gonna.
can
I
With
will
yo,
say
can we
with
lock
them
down the
you
paint
know
starting league.
defensively? Can he go?
Just with
Yo,
them
as a
starting league.
you put him
you
on
don't
the
need to
court,
start.
you put
It's
him on the
Danny Wolf
court, you are
fan
going
club.
to do numbers. It's that
Hey,
simple.
You
hey,
don't need
hey,
to charge.
Claude,
You don't
stop.
need to
Hey,
charge to the Danny Wolf fan club. I give you that.
hey, Claude, man, you got to stop lying in the chat, man. Listen, Randall ain't say he was pissed to come into the Nets, bro. Stop
He never
lying, man.
said
Stop
that. He
spreading
said
that.
he was excited. He said he was excited.
Stop
Stop
spreading that Nick
talking.
propaganda,
He
man.
said he put the LOL behind it, but listen, I'm not worried about that. All I know is, bro, the second that Jordy come in training camp, Danny Wolf is going to be highly featured. If he doesn't, they don't know what the hell they doing. It's that damn simple, bro. I don't give a shit what
Leaf,
nobody
we know you
says.
pushing it. We know you pushing the Danny Wolf narrative,
Oh,
bro.
he's
It's
pushing
not
it, man.
agenda,
He's
bro.
pushing it
I'm
to the
telling you.
stars.
You
He's
see
pushing
it
it
on
to
the
the
Big
when you
stars.
time.
see the shit on the
Big
court.
time.
When you see the shit on the court, thank me later, bro. I'm telling you.
Leaf, we believe in
I
Wolf, but
will,
you have
Lee.
to play.
I
Y'all
promise to take you later.
not y'all on the fence.
He said,
Everybody
"I
up in
promise."
here is on the goddamn fence.
Leaf,
Breezy was on the show earlier, bro, and Danny Wolf was not featured over no damn Nolan Trayor, who is a bench player on our team.
Okay.
Oh, who
There's
started
nothing
for
to
last
discuss
year?
here,
Danny Wolf or Nolan Traore?
bro. I've been said it, bro. Nolan Traore had more minutes, played more minutes than Danny Wolf last year, and he produced less.
Well, actually, he led an assist for rookies towards the end of the season.
Great.
See what I'm saying?
Just
He
check
doing
me there a little bit. That's all.
Great, but who shot better? Who had a better field goal percentage? Who had a better 3-point percentage? Who had a better free throw percentage? Who had a better who had a better assist turnover ratio? I believe it was Danny Wolf.
Leaf. We all think Danny could do something, but you have to show improvements on defense too.
Danny
You
also
No,
have
he
like
to
2
doesn't.
years.
defense
Just
Don't
put
Danny
him
too.
on
got
the
like
court.
Don't Danny got like 2-3 years on Nolan though?
It
Yeah, right.
don't matter. Why does that matter? Put him on the
Experience
court.
matters. Leaf, experience does matter. It does matter. You can't say it doesn't.
You're right. Experience does matter, bro. That's why you should put him on the court.
But he has to
Hey,
show
Leaf, they
improvements
said
on
them
defense.
niggas. Hey, they said you should be Wolf agent in the chat. Them niggas saying you should be his agent, bro.
Yeah, they said the same thing to me about Acuff, man. But I'm Team Brooklyn, man. I'm Team Brooklyn.
Put Danny Wolf on the court,
Oh,
bro.
look.
We are going to do numbers.
Hold on. Player
Can
one
I say
said
this
Wolf
about
needs to
Danny
hire.
though?
Hold on.
Okay, go
Player
ahead.
one said Wolf needs to hire Leaf. I mean, in success, everything said I'm buying stock in the Danny Wolf talk. Leaf preaching because Joker don't play no defense. So go ahead,
Exactly.
Leaf. You talk your shit.
Exactly.
But
And everybody want to sign
another
Joker
thing
for
about
big
Danny
money.
Wolf though, Leaf. He
Wait, so
has to be
Joker's not a superstar?
in order for
No.
him to be super effective, he has to have the ball in his hand. He gotta be
No,
he gotta be the ball
he just
handler.
got to be on the court. Offensively, he's going to be a machine. In this
But what about
offense, bro,
defense?
listen, everything that Jordy is doing, it focuses on the best playmaker and the best offensive player at the 5, bro. That suits Danny Wolf.
Leaf, you have to play both sides of the basketball, though, if you're going to be our starting five.
Bullshit.
You have to play. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is bullshit, bro. You just watch Karl Anthony Towns win a championship.
That's Carthay Towns.
Nah, Towns is more physical than Wolf, though. You can't do that.
We watched Joker win a championship. We watched Brook Lopez win a championship. We watched Porzingis win a championship. We watched all of them win a championship. What are they known for? Offense. They are known for offense. That's what they known for. Put him on the goddamn court. Enough.
Wolf is not like none of those names you named.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
JDJ said Leaf definitely at home on the couch howling loud after every Wolf.
It's a damn shame, bro. I'm sitting up in here with people that wear the same flag as me, bro, and they don't see the shit I see. It's a damn shame, bro.
No,
it's a damn shame.
Off the bench. I see it off the bench. I see it off the bench.
I see it in the starting goddamn lineup.
Jordy Fernandez is going to start Danny Wolf, and he's going to go dumb.
Leaf, we're allowed to disagree
I don't
with
want to hear
you.
nothing about the weaknesses. Everybody in the league got weaknesses. Danny
Leaf,
Wolf is about to go off.
Leaf,
Hold
we're
on,
allowed
hold
to disagree
on,
with
hold on,
you.
John.
Come
Hold
on.
on, John. Hold on, John. FIFA Bro said Leaf works for Danny Wolf PR team. You can't convince me otherwise. He talks like he just like Jokic. And then Dren23, this is the comment of the night. He said Leaf repping Danny Wolf, same how Breezy was repping Cam Thomas, laughing my ass off.
We don't
crying.
speak of that.
Cam Thomas actually could score. Like big time.
Danny Wolf could do it all.
Except the defense.
Next
You have to see improvement. Listen, Leaf, we can disagree with you. I think we all agree Wolf serves his team a lot, but he has to also show improvements. He's not a finished product.
Put him in the lineup and watch what he do.
But him and Randall are not a balance.
Put him in the lineup and watch what he do, bro. I'm not with this back and forth shit about people on our team. Put him in the lineup. It's that damn simple.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple.
Oh my gosh, Leaf. You have to see Wolf show improvements first. We cannot just say this dude is Michael Jordan.
I ain't saying he's Michael Jordan. I'm saying put him in the lineup.
With this team.
Put him in the lineup. He don't gotta be Jordan. He don't gotta be Joker. He don't gotta be Giannis. Put him in the lineup.
To drop 150, he has to be on that level.
Put him in the lineup.
He cannot be no average Joe.
Put him in the lineup.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm crying, yeah.
I like Danny Wolf, but
he can't even start over Sharp.
He definitely can start over. He's definitely can start over Dayron. Put him in the lineup today.
Yeah, he better have a fine summer league next week, Leaf, because I want him to. I want him to prove you right. Because if not, we get somebody.
Put him in the lineup, bro.
Nigga said Danny better win Summer League MVP. Or they coming for your neck, Lee.
Bro, Danny Wolf gonna play. Danny Wolf gonna play one. He gonna play one game. He gonna play one game in the summer. For him to be in the summer league is disrespectful. It's totally disrespectful, bro.
Why? It's his second year in the league.
Bro, he's 22 years old. He don't belong on no damn summer league team. He belongs in training camp, getting right with the official starting lineup that we are going to start.
He has to show improvement in summer league. That's
and he will.
Well, you say he shouldn't. Come on.
Ayo, Leaf, he's a second-year player, right? So do you think? So since you're saying he's 22, right? So should the Jefferson kid be playing in the summer league? Because he's 22 also.
That's a good point.
No, bro. Listen, I'm not saying that, bro. The Jefferson kid just got he just got into the NBA 2 or 3 days ago. Like I'm crazy confused how I'm sitting up in here, everybody in here wearing the same flag, and they don't see the shit that I see.
No, I like Wolf. He's
a good player.
Time out. Let me tell you how I feel.
Why is y'all on the fence about this shit?
Hold on. Let me tell you why. Hold on, bro. Hold on. You hear what you want to hear. What I said was, again, I want a pick and roll center for Mikal Brown Jr. That's why I didn't have Danny Wolf starting at the center. But for you to say that we don't see what you see, I think that's just a little bit much, because I'm gonna tell you what I see with Danny Wolf. I see a facilitator in the low post, and I said that since I've seen him make this pass to Drew Timme in the regular season. He was in the low post. Drew Timme was in the paint. He found Timme in the paint. Since then, I've been saying that he can pass. When they played Danny Wolf at the 5, the 4, and the 3, he was a great rebounder. More at the 4 and the 5, I've seen him play the best basketball. I really liked him at the 4 and the 5, more at the 4 than the 5. But that being said, they moved Danny Wolf all around between the 3, 4, and the 5, and I thought he played well. Now that being said, I see the upside in the Danny Wolf. And I am for Danny Wolf starting him or Dayron Sharp. It's interchangeable for me, but I'll lean with you and say that he should start off with Dayron Sharp, because I feel like when you start off with it's easier to maintain the lead once you got it, opposed to trying to play catch up. And I think that's what the Nets do too much. too much. So Danny Wolf could get your team, get the Nets out with a big scoring a lot of points immediately in the first quarter. So I'm with it for that, and to wait for Jokic next year. So I am agreeing with you, but I just don't think that I'm as steadfast about him starting as you are. But to make it seem like we don't see it, no, I see it. But that being said, what numbers do you expect from Danny Wolf in the next year, at least?
You expected 50, 50, or 50.
I listen. It's not about. It really ain't even about the numbers. It's about how everybody's gonna play around him. It's never really been about the numbers with me, bro. Like I strongly believe with this lineup, bro. Like Danny Wolf is gonna be the biggest X factor in our lineup because now from 1 through 5, the other team has to guard. And I think anytime they seen that lineup, bro, like they gonna be on their tippy toes. Everybody gonna have to make sure they guard the closeout. Don't leave nobody open. Everybody's gonna be a willing shooter. Everybody's gonna get open looks. If you got Mikal, who's there to speed up the offense. Everything should be fast paced. Get the ball up the court. Advance the ball. You got 4 passes in your lineup, and MPJ, who came from Denver and won a championship, and he's one of the best shooters in the league, bro, in terms of shooting over people at 6'10". To me, this shit, bro, like the biggest X factor is going to be the center position. I'm sick and tired of seeing a goddamn person in a Nets jersey sit at the top of the fucking key and wait and hold the ball for 20 seconds. That's not going to happen without.
Man, Claxton not here no more, bro. You ain't
damn right he's not here. And now you put Danny Wolf there. The offense going to run fucking smoother.
Leaf, I think
you're a little blinded by that, though. You just because you want scoring from that position, you can't just put all your chips on Wolf. Like he shot 40%. He shot 40% from the field. He shot 32%. He shot 32% from 3. Like he hasn't shown you enough to be like, we
can't go off of last year, bro, because we were tanking. We can't go off of last year because we were tanking.
Wait, you know Devin was getting
Wolf hasn't showed you enough, Leaf. You just a little blinded by you
can't go off of last year because we were tanking, bro. Like if that's the case, then if y'all signing Trey Murphy, bro, y'all signing him to play 2, and you're telling Yegor to sit on the bench.
No, he's a 3. He'll be going for MPJ. Come on, Lee.
If he's a 3, bro, then where does MPJ go?
He goes somewhere.
Trade him.
He goes somewhere.
So we want to trade. So I said Rui, and y'all said no, he's gonna come off the bench. And y'all said Trey Murphy. Hold up. Y'all said Trey Murphy, knowing the Pelicans want 3 picks for him, and he's gonna start, and then we're gonna send MPJ out of here.
Because Murphy's more of an impactful player. You want to pay Rui $80 million. What has Rui ever been that good in the playoffs? I remember having one good playoff.
Not only that, though. Ain't Rui a 4?
Rui shot, just to let you know, Rui shot over.
Though, ain't Rui a 4?
Rui's a 3, bro.
Oh, my God.
I could have swore he was a 4.
LeBron was playing 4. LeBron was playing 4. He was playing the 3.
A 3/4, man. That's what he is, man.
He can play the 3 or the
4 guy, man.
We don't need Rui. Trey Murphy.
I think his dad
Trey Murphy, though.
Hear me out. If you're adding him,
I mean, I like Trey Murphy. I'm not against it, bro. But goddamn, the Pelicans are, bro, they trying to stick somebody up.
You think 3 picks is too much for him, Leaf?
It's way too much for him, bro.
But you got to look at his contract, though. His contract is nothing.
Right. That's
you got him on 3 years.
That's the Bridges contract. That's the new Bridges contract.
I understand that, bro. Miami just gave up 3 firsts for Giannis. If you telling me that he worth 3 picks,
that's a steal.
Almost the same as Giannis is, bro. Like I'm not.
They gave up way more than that, Leaf. You gotta be honest, bro. They gave up like 4 players, like 3 or 4 swaps, and like 3 firsts. So it's more than that.
Bro, the Pelicans are asking for 3 firsts. Trey Murphy.
It's less than
them that.
Leaf, it's less than the mid-Cal haul they wanted like a few months ago. They dropped the price because they know they have to retool and rebuild. And for us, Murphy fits the timeline a bit better than MPJ.
Yeah, you're right. Listen, I understand he fits the timeline, bro. And when I name Rui Hachimura, Rui is still in his 20s as well.
He's a bench piece at this point, though. Reed. Why are you getting that
Hey, what's
money?
going on with Rui? He opted out or something?
He's
Rui's
going.
unrestricted.
He's
Rui's unrestricted. We could just go get him.
I don't know, man. He cool. He mid to me though. Rui mid.
Yeah, like he's
not that bad.
Okay,
That's
so Trey Murphy is gonna come here and just gonna be a 25 point scorer. Great.
Yeah, if Danny Wolf can be that, why can't Trey Murphy leave? Now I got to put it on here. Danny Wolf all day, and everybody else can't be that. No. We cannot have our cake and eat it too tonight.
Listen, y'all going way off the deep end about players that ain't even here.
And
the player that's here, and the player that's here, bro. Everybody is on the fence and stuck in the grass about.
So let me ask you this, Lee.
Yo, stop saying everybody, man.
What you think is a fair price for
Trey? The deep end, apparently. Okay.
Hold on. Let me ask Leaf this. What you think is a fair price for Trey Murphy?
For Trey Murphy, bro, I'm not. Listen, if they ask him for anything more than a first round, bro, like I'm not doing it.
What? For Murphy? Come on, you got
Trey Murphy.
No,
bro. Like if y'all think he that valuable, then why y'all trying to trade him?
Because the Pelicans aren't going anywhere. They're very young.
Yeah, and so Trey Murphy is young. Why can't he rebuild with the younger core anyway, bro? They building a younger core just like we building a younger core.
Because they need assets, okay, and we have those to give, and we need players. It works.
No, I don't think it's that simple.
Norman Powell is a nice little player too, but don't he play guard?
Norman is a two.
Yeah, we don't. Nah. Unless we get,
I like Trey Murphy, bro. I like Trey Murphy a lot, bro. But I ain't about to get stuck up for him.
No, let me say this: if we could get rid of Terrence Mann and replace him with Norman Powell, that would be great.
Nah, Norman Powell want to take minutes from Diego. He taking minutes from Diego.
Right. He wants a lot of money. I wouldn't give Powell that money right now. He's like a six man originally, eventually.
I keep forgetting we got Terrence Mann on our damn roster. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. I will give up 3 seconds with him to any team right now. We have all these 20 seconds. Salary dump his ass. Enough's enough.
The salary dump. I mean, I at least get.
Hey man, we sacrificed for that pick for Ben Saraf for Terrence Mann.
We sacrificed for
him and listen. I'm sending. Listen for Trey Murphy, bro. At best, bro. Like I'm sending maybe 2 picks. Saraf and Trey and Terrence Mann, bro.
All right, man. See, even Penny Pinch and Leaf said 2 picks. That's not bad.
Pinch and
Leaf don't be wanting to pay. Leaf don't be wanting to come off for nothing.
We not paying Norman Powell. We're not paying Norman Powell 30 mil. No way.
No,
I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. Like you want Trey Murphy so bad. Fine, get him over here.
Hey yo, Leaf. I got a question for Leaf, bro. Are you gonna be mad on Tuesday if they sign like Mitchell Robinson or sign like Duran on Tuesday?
I'm not gonna be mad, bro. Like I'm just gonna trying to figure out, do they really want Jordy to run his shit after they just signed him to the extension? Like, because if you get them niggas, but if you get Mitchell Robinson, then you probably signing him to short bread, maybe like a 2-year deal. But if you go in and get Jalen Duran, you telling him, yo, he the center of the future.
Right. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think Mitchell
Robinson,
man?
Mitchell Robinson, we know Mitchell Robinson, Porzingis, those are safe deals to me, bro. Like, because you only signing them to short shit knowing that they can't stay on the court.
Right. What y'all think we doing with Day?
They're extending him. They just want the cap space to make at least another big move potentially before
I think.
So that means Terrence Mann got to get his stupid ass up out of here.
Pretty much.
I think they're going to decline his option on Monday, I believe, and then I think he might be in a trade. That's how I see it.
All I know is Danny Wolf is still on this roster.
Yo, I thought Robert Williams signed his extension. Is he still on the market?
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. That's a good look.
He was on Portland, bro.
You know, Paul.
That might be a good look for us. We should
You
get
know,
some
you know,
motion with
market
that.
too. I'm not
Robert
gonna hold you,
Williams could
son.
work out for us. Great lab for us.
I was telling Breezy about the Abate. He should be available too from Charlotte.
Did you see him in the play-in game? He was bad, bro. No. He's
He
not a
too
center.
little, man. He a
Yeah, come on,
tweener.
man. Come on. We don't need that, bro. We need an
He
actual
not
big
bad.
man.
He just a tweener. He not.
Yeah, we don't
He's
need
not
tweeners.
bad though.
But that's a Sean
He can
Marks
play,
so
but like
tweeners.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
he's
want
the
tweeners.
reason Charlotte is looking for a big man because they
Exactly,
ain't really.
Joey.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like we need Robert Williams works because he's a solid lob threat and he's a shot blocker. That's what we're missing: rebounding and shot blocking. That's what we need to replace Claxton with. And I think Williams might actually help us a little bit more than we think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could look into that. I just want y'all to hear the I was listening
That's
to
the
y'all. That's why I
Q&A, Reed. That's the Q&A right there.
Yeah, I know. It says this is the Q&A with Mikael Brown Jr. Chat. Hit the like button, like, share, comment, subscribe, become a member. It's only $1 a hour. It says you talk about chasing greatness. What does chasing greatness for you entail? He says, Mikael Brown Jr. says, chasing greatness is just the ability to max out my potential and understand what I'm capable of and hit the goal by any means necessary. He says all the right words, man. He says, then they ask him, what do you think you're capable of? He says, being one of the all-time greats. Yes, sir. Then I ask him, people say you have the it factor. What is your it factor? He said, I feel like there's nothing that I can't do on the court. Okay. I like this interview. Then he said, ask him, your general manager, Sean Marks, said that you have a chip on your shoulder. Tell me why. He said, just because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers get on my nerve. Nah, he ain't say that. He said, just because at the end of the day, there's people selected over me, so that just drives me.
Nah.
You
know what he told me? He said that he was listening to this pod and he heard y'all call him a company man. That's why he got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah. Hold on. He said, I'm self-driven to be the best version of myself. So that means I have a chip on my shoulder wherever I go. So he's self-driven. That's good. He don't need something to get him going. He does it for himself. This the part, my favorite part. He said, you're going to have a natural rivalry with Darius Acuff. What are your thoughts on that? He said, basketball nowadays, the rivalry brings a lot of fans and more people want to watch it. It's competitive. We know we're going to see each other for the rest of our lives. So buckle up.
Come on, man. You know my son ain't ducking no smoke. My son ain't ducking no smoke.
Yo,
none.
We got the Boston guys, man.
None. Then he says, I read one opinion that called you one of the bigger risk reward prospects in the draft. He said, I'm not a risk just because I know night in, night out what I could bring to the team. I ain't no risk at all. What you mean? Know what I'm saying? Then he said, what did your father tell you, and what did you tell him after you were drafted by the Nets? We said, what are you going to say now? Just because when it comes to people who said I was too small or I wouldn't make it. So beating the odds, I think me and him really took an embrace on. That's him and his pops right there. You know what I'm saying? That's love right there. He got a good relationship with his pops. Know what I mean? I like to see this, man. I like to see a healthy relationship from a Mikael Brown Jr. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go to Notorious again because he was one of the bigger advocates for Mikael Brown Jr. Talk to us. What you think about some of the stuff he said?
Bro, like I said, he's just real mature for his age. He says all the right things. He doesn't. I feel like he doesn't give you, company man answers. I think he answers the questions articulate, but he also exuberates confidence in his responses. Like you can tell he's a confident in his abilities. You know what I mean? He's not just trying to be he's not trying to be modest with his responses. He's trying to let you know, like, yeah, I'm nice. I know I'm nice, and like I'm gunning to be one of the greats. You know what I mean? Like, and I just like that. I like it. He just seems like like the kid is just ready to play, and he's ready to show the world what he could do. And I just hope everything just come into fruition you know, when he wearing that Nets jersey. You know what I'm saying? Because we need a
fact.
player. We need a player that we drafted to put us on the map, not a player that we got from somewhere else. We need a homegrown star in Brooklyn, and I think
Facts.
Mikal can be that.
Nah, I'm with you. What man is fair? What you got on this, bro? You want to say anything to it?
Man, I just feel the same, man. I just echo the same sentiments, man. I mean, this kid is mature. This kid is polished. He just says all the right things. Like he's just ready. He's a dog. He's ready to show that he can really lead this team and really be a great player. And I'm just ready to go along for the ride.
Facts. Scott, what you want to say something to this? Did you hear anything that we were saying?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of what y'all was saying. I think he's mature enough, and this is going to fit. I think it's going to work because his mindset is I'm going to learn as much as I can, and that's a good way to come into the league because you sometimes you overshadow you think that you're better than what you are, and it's going to be a shock. I still think it's a learning curve for him. But I think he's going to do well. He has the skill set. So this is fine. This is a good place for him. He's going to learn under Jordy. I think Jordy coaches guards real well. So he's going to learn. He's going to learn how to play.
All right. I'm going to read these next two. Then we're going to go to DJ and you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going around the panel. It's the question was, how much did it piss you off hearing that before your growth spurt? He said it's motivation. When people put more wood in the fire, it's another log. That's how I look at it. It's another log in the fire to go out and compete. Then they asked, so when your name was announced by the commissioner, what did you say to your mother when you hugged her? He said, I told you. Question, how long have you been telling her? He laughed. He said, I've been telling her ever since I started. What did I say? Ever since I started this game. He said, they said, how old were you? He said, 3 years old. My mom made it. He said, question, describe your own core mentality. He said, passionate, competitive, me being a dog again, me being a dog, and also just me being able to create for others, like being a connector as well. Question, I'm getting the feeling that you see yourself as a killer or assassin on the court. Am I right? Yes. DJ, what you think about the last part of these questions and how you answered them? DJ, you there? All right, we're gonna go back to Scott.
Yo,
Scott. Oh, you
man.
there, DJ?
Yeah. The question was on how I felt about the growth spurt, Rex?
No, just all of the questions. How you answered the last part of this questionnaire, this Q&A. How you feel about how you spoke on it?
I mean, the man got a good shoulders on him. His pops told him, how to speak, how to talk, how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? How to answer questions. You know what I mean? He goes like, he got a good family on the side. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kid gonna kill, bro. We July 4th is gonna be some fireworks. It's gonna be the Mikal Brown Jr. fireworks. When you hearing them, pa pa pa, pa pa pa, you hearing that? You already know what that day gonna be like, man. So fireworks gonna be dropping on July 4th. The Mikal Brown fireworks in Brooklyn. You heard?
All facts.
Yeah, it's a fact though. But yo, man, the kid look like he's ready to ball. He's ready to hoop. He's ready to be the man of the Brooklyn Nets, man. And like that's what we need, man. We needed our franchise guy, right? You know what I'm saying? We needed that. Obviously, we would have loved top 4. We all would, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with Mikal Brown, bro. We get the Mikal Brown. I think of him and what he could be and what he can be, bro. Like he going, shake the world, man. And if they let him do his thing, man, we gonna be in good hands, man. Like him and Yegor as a backcourt. Woo, man! If Yegor get better from if he's better from a year ago until today, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Breezy. We're gonna be talking.
Hold on. Let's go to John. John's the one who told me about this Q&A. What you think about this, John?
Yeah, listen, Mike Ellis talked the talk. He seems very dedicated. He seems, like Joey said, very articulate. Like, again, we've had a 10-year narrative that we truly can't develop prospects that level of greatness. This guy's saying he's born for greatness. He's born for the big moments. And we're going to find out this year if he can put himself in some Rookie of the Year conversation, some All-NBA Rookie of the conversation. Because if he does, if he's the first ever Nets prospect to win those accolades, that is huge. That shows not only does he want the big spotlight, but he wants the responsibility that comes with it. So if he proves without a shadow of a doubt he is that guy, we might be looking at the era of big Tom Keon. And I look forward to seeing if he truly is all that he says he is by proving it on the court. He's talked the talk, time to walk the walk.
Yeah, that's real shit. Leaf, you want to say anything to the Q&A? Nah, I guess not. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yo, when is that? Real quick, guys. When is that? That summer league game when they play Sacramento?
Saturday, man, July 4th.
Yo,
Oh wow, what time, John?
Joey,
5 o'clock.
Saturday, July
5
4th,
o'clock.
and the game will be on 5 o'clock. If you're in the area, yo, go on Yes, man. Yes got the game, yo. Word. So go on Yes Network.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to put that on my calendar.
They're gonna have that game on Mikael Brown Jr. versus Darius A. Cup, July 4th weekend.
I don't think we play in Vegas. I think we play in Florida.
No, we're playing in
California.
I'm not because I think they like the way that they do it. They split it up. I think they put like 6 to 8 teams in Vegas.
So we in California, yo.
Yeah, we in Cali, not Florida. Yeah,
going back to Cali.
Cali, man. So we in the A Cup state. Gonna give A Cup this work in his own state, man. So y'all already know, man. And we coming in there to handle business, and Mike Hill gonna show him what's up, bro.
Yeah,
listen,
man.
And
I'm with Canberry, bro. I like Cason Wallace too. I think he underrated too. I don't know if we could get him though.
You think he's
He's going to make a trade, man. It should be
yeah.
As a trade piece.
I think Cason Wallace ready to be like a focal point on his own team.
Really?
Not like a one option, but maybe like a third option, third option.
Okay.
Yeah. Cason Wallace, nice though. I rock.
They also might be moving Thomas Sorber, who might be worth a look for us. I really think OKC should call us.
The two names that's connected to us right now, as far as like tweeted in the last couple of hours, is Keon, Ellis, and Rory.
We should get Keon, man. That kid.
So
that kid
so I heard y'all talking about Dort when I first came up here. I like Dort, but don't you think he would take minutes from the young core we got, the young guard core?
He might light a fire under them, Joey. We need some type of a vet with physicality, experience. Like, I want these guys to take big sophomore leaps, but having a Dort, it's like having that solid vet that doesn't have to take away a lot of minutes, but he's going to make sure these guys are getting better, and he's going to bring some physicality. We need these young guys to embody that next year. None of these guys should be raising their hands saying, please don't hit me in the face. You got to have that dog in you and defend your teammates, and Dort has no problem, being that type of guy. Some people say his defense is a little dirty. I don't necessarily think that's all the time, even though that is a little debatable. Right. But he is a physical defender, and that's something we need right now. So if you get a Dort on his bench, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm just not really expecting much. And everybody, listen, I want y'all to know, we got Sean Marks a new moniker. His new name is Sleepy Sean. Sleepy Sean. That is his new name, okay?
Sleepy Sean. Love it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Cason Wallace is a good piece. Listen, hey, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I was thinking Ellis, he plays a little bit of defense a little bit at times though. He's not a great defender, but he do play defense though.
You talk about Keon? He's a good defender.
I like Dort, man. I like the Dort nigga from OK.
I like Dort. Dort is a dog.
He played defense too. So I like him a lot.
Yeah, Dort is a little dog. He's a little pit bull, man. Dort is a little pit bull for
defend. Feel me? He gonna defend, bro. Like I would like that. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is, if we get Dort, we gotta send some guards out, man. It's too many guards.
Too many packed up guards, man.
Like Saraf, we gotta do something with him. Like send him back to Europe or something.
Send him back to Israel. Word, man.
And get rid of Terrence Mann. I don't know. Do something. Just tell him to go home for the until
Right.
his contract.
Terrence Mann got to get the hell out.
So yeah, definitely Terrence Mann, Ben Seraph, even Drake Powell, man. I'm making room for Keon Ellis, man. Drake Powell better show me something, man. Gotta show me something.
Yo,
I don't know. I think
no cap.
Powell got the. I think he got all the right tools. He just got to get his confidence.
Keon Ellis waiting.
But I think it's something there with Drake Powell. I'm not selling my
I think
stock.
Drake Powell defensively, bro. Like I think he'll be somewhat on the same wavelength as like Minot and
I'm not selling my stock. I'm not selling my stock.
Him Minot and Zaire. I think together. I think when they on the court together, bro. Like when they played last year, when they played last year together defensively, I think they was out of this world. And when him Zaire. Minot, bro, like they was all in the passing lanes. They was on the breaks. They was doing a lot of good things.
I'm not selling my stock on oh boy, what's his name?
Drake Powell.
Yeah, Drake Powell. I'm not selling my stock.
I'm not selling it either. He got better as a shooter towards the end of last year. Like the last couple of months, he got better. He started to hit more open shots. He started to defensively, I thought he was always involved, man. I think him and Zaire off the bench.
Gotta get better. He just I think
bro, as a bench player, bro, I'm not looking for much, bro. Like, I mean, if you could play defense and if you got an ability like to come off the bench, bro, like I'm cool with it, bro. Like I ain't looking for
and like you like need a bench, bro.
Yo, can I ask a stupid question? Maybe one of y'all know. What's up with Jalen Wilson? Is this his contract up?
He's got to go. They can make him
contract is up.
Got cut.
Joey.
They can make him he's a restricted free agent. They could basically say go kick rocks and something like that.
Finito, son. Him. Tyson, ETN. We need those, huh?
Bye, Tyson. Just bye.
Tyson, goodbye, J. Will. Goodbye, Osana Baji.
Yo, Breeze, you should pull up our roster real quick so we could go over.
Yeah, go over the roster, Breeze.
Or ESPN.
I went over all
Zaire and Dayron got team options.
OJ, Abaji, Jalen Wilson, Tyson, Deanne. I'll bring them up again. Hold on. Yeah, man. We can free up. Joey, when I did the math, I freed up 26 million for cap space. 26 million. But it's probably more than that, you know.
We still got a lot of people on this roster, and we talk about getting more people. We got to send some people out, something, because we can't have too many. We can't have this many people.
I could tell you who we got. I got the roster pulled up right now in terms of contracts, but we got MPJ, Terrence Mann, Randall. In terms of the players that we got, that's getting money, that's signed for money. Yegor still on his rookie deal. Clowney still on his rookie deal. Nolan still on his rookie deal. Drake Powell still on his rookie deal. Seraph, Wolf, and qualifying offers right now that's could go into free agency. As far as team options, we don't have we got 3 team options. We got Minot, we got Zaire, and we got Dayron.
Okay, y'all expecting all 3 of them to be back?
Well, yeah, because this is short money, bro. Like Dayron is 6 mil, Zaire 6 mil, Josh Minot is 2.5, bro. So
how are you gonna add a center? You still gotta pay for it. I mean, depending what they do at that spot.
We got over 40 mil. We got over 40 mil.
Bro, Abaji got a $19 million contract. You gotta let him go.
Yeah, he gotta go.
Hold on.
When did he get 19 mil?
Hold on, I don't know. Hold on, but
we didn't sign him for that.
Is it?
You sure it's 19?
No, it's a qualifying over. It's 8 mil, bro. It's not 19, bro. It's 8.
Oh, it's 8?
Okay.
It's only 8.
But him too then.
That's still a lot, though. Shit. Damn.
8 mil is nothing, bro. That's a happy meal, bro.
Hey, Leaf, do they got our new rookies on that roster?
He don't need to be on the roster, bro. He's not an impact player like that.
All of our rookies are on the team, bro.
Hold on, let me read this super chat, y'all. Down under Dunker, he a moderator on the
bitch.
page. He said, Koala Sean, koalas sleep up to 22 hours a day. Him being from Australia makes it even better. His official name is now Koala Sean. How you feel about that, Joey?
That's cool. I just don't think like if you're not from Australia, you're not gonna get it. I think Sleepy Sean is straight to the point though. But yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so it could be two. It don't have to be.
Yeah,
just
it could
one.
be two. Koala Sean and Sleepy Sean.
Yeah.
All
They got a ring to it.
Yeah, so back to it. So Abaji got 8. All right, so I was about to ask a question. Ayo, Lee, how much man making, yo?
Man is making 15 mil.
15?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I got.
Yo, how many more years he got on his contract, Lee?
He got this year. He got this year, next year, bro.
Okay, so
damn. Nah, we got to do something before that.
2 years? Nah, before that, yo, we gotta get him out of here. We gotta give him a trade piece or something, bro. I would trade. If I could get somebody, let's say him and Dayron. If I had to get rid of Dayron and like Zaire and like put them all in a trade package for like a player, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? This off season. Because Terrence Mann is like wasting a roster spot, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dead waste. Okay.
So who would be the veteran of the team?
Right now, Scott Randall. I think
You got Randall. You got Randall, MPJ. I guess if those spots will probably be added for like somebody on free agency, bro. But we got over $40 million to spend, bro. Like over $50 million to spend, I think. Probably close to 60 because when we got rid of Claxton, we only added 10 mil with the Randall contract. So
exactly.
And remember we still got to sign Mikael Brown to an official contract, even though we drafted him.
Correct.
And Jefferson, yeah.
Jefferson, we don't. Jefferson is a late first round pick, so he probably gonna get pennies on the dollar.
Okay, all right, bet.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get no real money yet because he got.
I mean, he get more than a second rounder though, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like his salary ain't putting no dent in the cap.
Okay. It's like a day. It's like 6 mil, 5 mil, something, right? Something like that, or even less than that, right?
Yeah, but they got the money to get the money. They got the money to spend if they want to you know what I'm saying, like get like the guys that they want to get in the market on Tuesday. They got the money for that though. But
bro, all late first round picks, bro. Don't get no more than 3 mil, bro.
Right, 3 mil, something like that.
Yeah, but that's probably not because I remember Cam Thomas. He got picked in the late first round. He was getting like around 2 mil or a little less than that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that like Monday, like we'll like I'm listening. So my thought process, I will hope that Marks makes a trade, see what they can get for Terrence.
So everybody thinks that we should get another wing,
center,
a center. Well, you know, it's hard to get a center. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be a lot of them available though.
It's gonna be a lot available, Scott. It's gonna be
it may not be the ones.
A lot of names.
It ain't gonna be one that would move the needle other than defensively.
The ones that move the needle, you probably gonna have to trade for.
Right.
But you need the defensively center though. You need you a rebounder. Need you a rebounder, a box out center. Need you a guy that's like gonna like put pressure on the rim so that guys don't get easy layups and all that other stuff going on, you know?
You need somebody that's gonna anchor the paint.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes
a fact. That's a fact. Yo, you ain't gonna hoop in that, John. I see John just posted this.
That makes sense.
He definitely got bigger.
They said Diego was drinking his protein shakes this summer.
He should be in summer league too,
muscle milk out this motherfucker.
He needs to stop that double dribble shit.
Stop that double dribble stuff, yo.
I mean, yeah, okay, you can dribble, but
Now,
can you dribble
Yegor, don't
moving?
put all this muscle on just not to go to the rim. You put that muscle on, you better get to the paint, man. You better get to the rack. Get downhill, man.
But see that, John. That I mean, Joey, he needs to work on his footwork then.
Footwork
Yeah.
too. Yeah, footwork mechanics too. But I was about
Yo, I'm glad you say that. A lot of people don't understand how important your footwork is when it comes to the
Extremely
ball.
important.
That's
Extremely.
why Kyrie is so nice because
That's
his
why
footwork
he
is
gets
immaculate.
into. Yes, he can go either direction at any time.
Yes.
He always put himself in a position where you
Nigga is
guessing.
he's like a running back with a running up and down the court with a basketball. It's crazy. With a crazy hand. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, that's what he need to work on. I don't know if you could. When you put that muscle on, do that. Is your quickness better? I don't know. I mean, he might be able to.
But it's not even about really the quickness, though. It's about the coordination.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I get where you coming from.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if if the Kings like waive a couple people. Don't be surprised if like Jordy be one of them king guys on the roster this year.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want the bonus, man. They saying that.
I'm kind of on the fence on it.
Bonus, man. I'm not.
I'm on the
Breezy,
fence.
what you think about Sabonis? I know Lee and John don't want him over here.
I think Sabonis is a good player. I just for the price tag, I'd rather keep Danny Wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we got somebody that could score in the paint with Randall. Now, if we didn't have Randall, I would be more open to getting a Sabonis on the team. But the fact that we got Randall, I just feel like we overpaying for Sabonis. We don't really need him like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not no defensive anchor, no shit like that. He's a good rebounder though. He's a good rebounder, but he's not no defensive anchor or no shit like that. I mean,
Yeah, no, he's terrible on defense, but his basketball IQ and his offensive game is polished. He's like he's a good rebounder. He's like almost a walking double-double.
I mean, but you got Down Under Duncan in the chat. He said, "I'll take Sabonis in a heartbeat. Would be a good leader and he could score from everywhere and rebound." Anybody else like Sabonis?
I like him. I mean, I don't like the price tag.
I think it's redundant with what we got already.
Randall,
with Randall.
Yeah, but Randall's a 4 though.
Yeah, but I mean, all right. I understand.
Both of them occupy the same space, scoring space. Like they both.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like
you know I think both of them left-handed too, because I know Randall.
Yeah, they are. That is a good point.
I mean, it's just to me. Yeah, it's just to me like redundant.
Y'all kind of right. I get y'all that.
I mean, even though I like Sabonis, it's okay. I mean,
I heard Miles Turner might be on the move. Did y'all see that?
Miles Turner is a burger with lettuce and cheese. Don't forget the pickles. I mean, y'all not feeling Miles Turner coming to the borough. Nah, he did that whole ass shit and went to the Bucks. Didn't help them win. He's just looking like a whole. He looking bad.
I don't know about Miles Turner, man. Don't he got a stupid contract?
That was some whole shit, bro.
Don't he got a stupid contract?
He did what was best business wise. It wasn't no whole shit on the business side.
It was a money thing.
Yeah.
It was a money thing.
They paid him. Yeah, but what I'm saying for us to pay him, no.
No, I don't want to pay him.
Nah, like get your money. But
get your money, but not here.
But yo, man. I'm gonna say this, man, about the only guy like I would want, honestly, bro.
Who?
I'm not gonna hold you is if like we already have mad guards, I would take a Malik Monk just for shooting purposes, 3-point shooter. You know what I mean? Get space to 4, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I would like him or
That's why I'm saying I don't know, man.
I like that, man. Like
Malik Monk ain't shit, right, DJ? He making a pretty decent penny.
Do we really need another?
Malik Monk is also tiny, small.
Do we really need another wing? Do we really need another wing? Think about it. Think about the wings we have already.
Real quick. Somebody in the chat said Vucevic is available. I brought up Vucevic the other day. The guy said he washed, man.
Vucevic, he washed.
Nah, I'd rather keep Danny Wood. I'd rather Danny Wood.
He'll get cooked defensively, man. Like,
And you got to remember, Vucevic was talking about retiring 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. He's probably thinking about it.
Yeah, he's done right now.
What is his commitment level with a young team like us?
I think the perfect center for this team, even though it's probably a pipe dream, he might not be available, is Isaiah Hartenstein. Perfect.
Yeah, but he ain't. They're not letting him go.
Yeah, they just signed him. They just gave him a 3-year contract.
Oh, they just signed him?
They need that. They need him to handle that monster in the West.
Mm-hmm.
They need him to handle the monster in the West.
Yep, I agree with that.
So I'm gonna throw out another name. I know it's probably gonna get some negative feedback. DeAndre Ayton.
No.
Negative feedback right away.
No. He's like the he's like the lion in the Wizard of Oz. Do I have a heart? Do I have courage?
Don't be focused on their personal life, man. He gonna be caught up in Washington Heights with Spanish Harlem trying to get him. Nope.
You say he's gonna be caught up in Spanish Harlem?
Bro, hold on, Joey. We can't pretend like these players don't fall in love with their lifestyle. They millionaires and they young.
You said he gonna be in Spanish Harlem doing what?
Chasing the mommies.
Rice and chicken, bro.
Yo, what if Ayton and Zion was on the same team? Two gooners.
Bro, they gonna be doing the most, bro. They gonna be doing the most. The strip club's gonna be getting fed. Know that. They gonna be in there.
My bad, bro. I didn't know Hartenstein signed today. Brick and Ripsaw.
Yeah. That's why I got Johnathan Isaac on the thumbnail. I said, damn, I ain't playing Hartenstein no more. It's over.
That's why I say it's hard to get a center.
But hold on. But what do y'all think about Johnathan Isaac, Scott, and Joey? Like, and DJ? How y'all feel about him?
He's an injured player. You know what I'm saying? You know, he could play some on defense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, good defender.
I mean, I don't hate it.
We need all the defenders, man.
Am I going to be ecstatic about it? No. Am I going to hate it? No. It's just like a blah, whatever.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Defender, like, yeah, he'll play defense for you. That's it. You know, come in. You know.
Hey man, I'm not saying I wanted Ayton. I'm just saying these are some centers that's available. I'm just getting up. I'm not saying I want to pick. I want him to come.
I would avoid guys like Ayton, Nurkic. What did Breezy say? Turner's like a burger. That dude's like a Subway sandwich without the condiments. Like, I don't think that makes sense for us either. Like a Williams, guys on the keep you could get probably a more valuable. Some of his other bigs, they're not as impactful. Nurkic is slower than Gary the Snail. Ayton has no motor anymore. Like, offensively, he's okay, bro. That dude's like a broken down car at this point, man. Like,
yeah, Ayton is terrible.
Okay, so let me throw out another name. Because
what?
Jackson Hayes.
No,
horrible rebounder. Horrible.
What about Williams?
Who?
Williams.
Mark Williams? He already got signed by Suns.
I like him.
Wow.
Robert. No, Robert Williams.
Robert Williams.
Robert from Portland.
Yeah, Mark Williams got signed. Robert Williams still available.
So what about Robert Williams?
Good pickup. If they can get him, Robert Williams. I like him.
He's not the same, but I mean, you know.
I like him. Like he be blocking shots at times though. I listen. We just need a guy that's going to improve our defense. That's all I'm asking for Sean Moss. Get a guy.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is the perfect center for us too, but you're gonna have to pay. And you know who I'm gonna say, right?
Mitch?
Who?
Kessler.
We can't afford him though, Joe. We don't have the funds.
Can't afford him.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta make it enough, like Friday mom, like Chris Tucker mom said in Friday. Like, you gotta make it enough. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
He's got to want to come here.
Yeah,
It's more of a like I'm out. You know,
Right.
like I want to be out of Utah.
Yeah, I think Hartenstein and Kessler would have been perfect for this core, though.
Right.
Facts, man.
Hartenstein actually took a cut. He
But
got
what-
paid. He got paid. I don't know how that. I don't know how these
took a
players
pay
are
cut,
doing.
Scott?
He took it.
If Walker
He
Kessler
wanted.
goes- No,
Yeah.
go ahead, Mike. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead, Scott. My fault.
He wanted 20. What he was going for was 28 million. He took 25 million. But of course, they stretched it out over 3 years. Of course, you would stretch it out 3 years. You got two rookie centers on your payroll. You want to groom them to come in to see if you know. Then you can let his ass go. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it because you know they're using you just like you're using them. So he's getting 75 million over 3 years.
That ain't shit.
Yeah. And you going up against probably one of the best centers in the league. Well, ain't no probably. One of the premier centers in your conference. And you getting 75 million. And you probably one of the only few centers that can deal with him.
Right.
They got him. They got Mara. Like they got
Sober.
Michigan.
I know a lot of people forgot about that.
Yeah, I heard. I'm glad you said that. I heard that they might release Sorba and he might be available for the
And I might take a move on that. I might take a move on that if I was
He hasn't played an
Sean
NBA
Marks.
game yet. He hasn't played an NBA game yet. We should be able to get him for nothing. Essentially.
True. I mean, that's the biggest thing is the upside is possible. I mean, you got to swing for some kind of fence, even if it's a little fence.
You gotta, Ayo, Scott. Here's how I see it, man. We have no talent right now.
Well, we got talent. I think it's just putting it together. I think we have talent. I think we have a talented team, a talented young guys, but they just young. Yeah, and also I hope that. Well, I know the media, the New York media. You know, I had a show about that, and I expressed my feelings. But the other thing is, they'll give this young guy we draft at number 6 the opportunity to grow because he ain't coming in being the savior.
Right.
Don't let him. He needs a year at least or 2 to get it right. But he's going to show the skills. He's going to show that and bring excitement.
I'm not really expecting too much out of Sleepy Shaw.
Right. But you know how the media is. You know how that is. And it's up to us, like Breezy and people who cover the Nets and all of y'all to come in here and defend our team because we know that it takes time and they going to try to push it.
Bro.
Now, the champagne campaign is we don't got big media until we big media. So that's
right,
me.
Everybody
That's a fact.
Everybody in the chat, keep pushing.
Scott, that's a fact. Like you gotta like, we like got. You feel me? Because like the media don't really talk about us.
Nope.
So
not
like,
at all.
Word, man.
So Breezy is our Fox 5, okay?
That's funny.
That was Fox 5.
I'll be Fox. I'll be 11. I'll be channel 11. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. We all we got, man.
Yeah, we all
that
got.
fan we got. Remember they
right,
was
hold on. We got Brooklyn LM on the panel. He mentioned
my
the
nigga LM. What's up, my nigga?
he mentioned the Q&A. We was talking about it earlier. What you got on this Brooklyn LM? What you thought about the Q&A?
What's up, LM?
What's good, y'all? Yeah, I was reading up on it. I mean, the kid looked like he's just ready to ball, man. Judging by the answers, judging by what he's saying so far, like I think we dead real life got a dog that a hometown grown dog for like once in our Brooklyn Nets lives. Like
heard up.
And I for once I am enjoying it. The fact that he's saying he want to be one of the greatest. He want to be one of the greatest. To the fact that he's not backing down from any matchup. Like whoever he plays in front of him, he want to kill. The fact that they asked him about the A-Cup matchup, he's like, "Yo, whenever I face him on the court, I'm gonna do what I do." And I like the fact that he don't shy away from that. Like, I
that
think we just
thumbnail
got
is
a real
dope.
life hometown grown killer, and he likes Brooklyn. So I like what I'm seeing from him, bro. Like, I do. Like, of
Just
course,
pray he
summer
stay
league will
healthy,
be.
man.
Yeah, that's the only thing for me. Like the health part, making sure there's no major injury throughout his career. But barring health, I think he genuinely is going to be he got a chance to be one of the best players we've drafted, in my opinion. I think
Hold
when
on.
we
Brooklyn LM, hold on. I want to say, I pulled up the Q&A for you, so we're gonna go through it with you because you mentioned it. Shout to Brooklyn LM. You already know he a member and constantly always visits the panel. He dope. Shout to Keyshawn. He became a member just now. Thank you for that. I appreciate the support, man. And yeah, I see you in the chat. I'm about to post some of your comments too. But Brooklyn LM, talk to us. Is there a favorite part of this Q&A that you want to speak to, or just the whole thing in general?
I think it was the whole thing, but I think one of the questions he asked was, I think he asked him, "Do you see yourself on the court as a killer or an assassin?" Um, I think it was, I forgot where it was around. Oh yeah, I'm getting the feeling that you see yourself as a killer or an assassin on the court, and he said, pretty much, yeah. Like, I'm going to be going up against, he's going to be going up against certain people for dang near his whole career, and his goal is to win every single matchup. Like, that to me is like, we don't really get a lot of players on the court that has that mentality. And to be fair, this the same shit that niggas wanted A-Cup for. Like, this was the thing that niggas wanted
Facts.
A-Cup on this team for, because niggas was talking about, yo, he got the dog mentality. He want to kill whoever. Niggas was propping A-Cup for that. Time to find out, as we've been saying, Mikal has the same mentality. He ain't going to shy away from that A-Cup matchup. He already know that they going to be compared for damn near the rest of their career, but he ain't backing away from it. And I like that, and I like that in him. I like that we actually got a hometown dog that wants to compete against the rest of these guards. So, I mean, I'm excited. Barring injury, I'm excited to see him play. I know everybody got the Summer League first game matchup circled on their calendars where we gonna see the two of these guys possibly going at it. So that should be fun. So
You want to know what's so crazy, son? He's about to fly to the A-Cup state and give the A-Cup the ass whooping. Crazy.
Can you imagine if Mikal dropped like 30 and we got the dub?
30,
like the overreaction that the Nets fans is gonna be having on Twitter. Like, I told you we got the right nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, bust A-Cup
Brooklyn LM. Don't let listen, don't let me lie to you. Everybody that was right about Mikal, if that happens, I'm giving y'all the big screen, dog. Like y'all got the big screen, bro. I'm telling you, y'all gonna get y'all the floors so y'all can talk.
Freeze it. If he get 30 in that
Don't hold back,
game, and then he get like if he get like a poster,
oh
man.
my god.
If he could,
I'm gonna put that part of the intro if he get a poster.
Hey yo, bro. Hey yo, it's gonna be fireworks the same time Mikal Brown giving him the ass whooping. Crazy, man.
Listen, that's the guy I'm rooting for, man. He on the team. It's easy to have these discussions before the draft, like, yo, if he gets such and such, but now that he on the team, that's the guy. I can't root against anybody else except the guy in the black and white. You know what I'm saying? I'm a root for my guy. So it's Mikal versus everybody for me, man. It is what it is at this point, but I'm excited to see the whole team. Look like Yegor uploaded some workout vid. It looked like he putting in the work, getting busy. So, I'm excited to see these guys second year, yo. I think we got to give them time. I heard what y'all was saying earlier I don't really want somebody here that's going to try to speed up the process. Like, if you get
Exactly.
Trey Murphy, cool,
Right.
but let these guys develop, yo. Like,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
these guys develop. Let them find out who they are on their own. Like,
Right.
don't bring anybody here that's going to rush them
Yo,
into win mode quickly. Like, just let them, let them find out their identity.
Listen, I did say that, but because of the the backlash, I'll be honest, I do agree with y'all. And again, sometimes I say stuff, I'm not steadfast like it gotta be 100% that. More times than not, I'm saying it in question form. Like, what do you think about it? But to the point, I do agree with Brooklyn LM and Leafman, who said that the window of these rookie and sophomore players is more important than, you know what I'm saying, a veteran that's just going to change the whole window of the team.
Right.
But
Exactly.
I wanted to bring this up because we were speaking about Robert Williams earlier. I just found out Keyshawn, the one that he just became a member, he said, Bet we in here. I'm a Blazer fan, but I support all hoop talk. So I wanted to ask about Robert Williams. Like, is he a player that y'all want to keep, Keyshawn? Is that a player that y'all feel like that is a part of y'all roster going forward? Or y'all focus on Donovan Klingman? Like, what's going on with them? You know what I mean? And I wanted to ask Brooklyn LM that as well. Do you think we should try to get Robert Williams?
Oh, I wouldn't mind him. It's just he kind of got the same problem as Mitchell Robinson. But I mean, if I had to choose, I'll probably go Robert Williams. I think he's more athletic than Mitchell Robinson. I like what he brings on the defensive end. I don't know. I believe he's a better free throw shooter too. I'm not sure, but only thing
It
is, I
can't
think
get
he's
no
what,
worse than Mitchell
6'9".
Robinson at the free throw line.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, he's 6'9", if I'm not mistaken, around that height. I mean, I'm surprised Sean Mark's not on that because he ain't taller than Sean, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's like 6'9" as
You
a center.
stupid.
So, if he not on Robert Williams, then I don't know. I know he
Yo,
ain't trying
you
to get no
stupid as
7.
hell. He said
Yeah,
Sean Marks gonna be the
JDJ
tallest
comment.
one at the Barclays.
Damn near Mark's height, so he should be jumping at the opportunity. Shoot, I know he
Right.
ain't going after a 7-footer. So I mean, you got a 6'9" guy who's a freak athlete who can jump out the gym. He's definitely going to be sending some shots to the stand. So I mean, if you can get him, go for it. I just want us to get a big. Like, I know we got to trust
I
our
think.
guys, but
Yeah, I
we
think
need an
Robert
interior
Williams.
presence.
Yeah, I think Robert
Say
Williams
this
is
shit no
open
more,
on the
bro.
block.
You know what? People is getting on my goddamn nerve. I don't like it. I feel like a broken goddamn record, bro. Like, and nobody don't believe in shit I say until it happen.
Danny Wolf.
What you said? Leave. Start Wolf at center.
Bro, I gotta say what I said, bro. You know what I said. How many times I gotta say it?
You know the vibes.
Listen,
We got a damn center. His name is Danny Wolf.
Woo!
Listen, I did a whole show on Danny Wolf, and I totally agree with you. Danny Wolf is that X factor.
What? We ain't winning nothing anyway. If you're gonna try,
Exactly.
Shoot, if you're gonna try to,
why are we trying to like, bro? Everything that we done said in the past couple of hours goes against everything that we didn't want to do the last 2 years. We didn't want to change the world, bro. Can we stick to a roster for at least 5 years?
Leaf. Even if you start Wolf, though, you don't think that we still need at least some dude that can block shots and get in the rim? Like, if you start Wolf, cool. But can we get like an interior
him later down the line. But right now, we ain't going nowhere. Let's focus on building camaraderie with this lineup and with this team.
That's true.
So you saying? So you saying
talking about they tired of trading niggas?
So you saying that we should stay packed? That's what you saying,
bro? We should, bro. What?
We got our starters now.
We got our starters.
Listen, my man
okay.
ain't trying to open up the war chest with the draft picks, and he not trying to pay nobody. My man says stay pat, right, Lee?
Well, we still got to spend some money though.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like our roster. Like, yeah,
I do too.
It need a little touches.
Leaf, did you just say to wait for 5 years? We've been talking about Danny Wolf like it's going to take a year or two for him to be that guy. Now we're going to wait 5 years?
I mean, I think that's.
I think he's talking.
22.
I think he's talking about the team, though. I think he's talking about the team itself.
Can we keep 6 to 7 players on this roster for at least 3 to 5 years?
Right, I get what you're saying.
I ain't mad at that. I agree.
No,
with
no,
that.
I agree. Bro. Yeah, you got to.
I agree with
you're
that.
right.
Niggas was complaining for the last few podcasts over the years that why we keep trading niggas? Why we keep trading draft picks? Why we keep trading players? Can we let niggas develop? So I mean, he ain't wrong. So I mean,
the players have to work out, but wait 5 years, guys. The league changes like nobody's business, man. You have to be ready always for a slight pivot. You can't just say we're going to wait and wait. We've waited 10 years to be a good team. Hey. Now is finally our chance. We can.
Yeah, I personally think. Yeah, John. I'm gonna send him for Christmas a microphone, but. But I agree with Leaf. Leaf said that we need to kind of like see where these guys going. You know, we need to play our guys that we got. We not. I totally agree. We can't empty the chest. That's for sure.
No, for sure. But at the same time, you can't.
But we got to keep.
We sitting up here trying to pivot and pivot. This is what got Sean Marks in the jam that he got in the first place.
I think getting a big though is not a big pivot for them. They just need a big.
And I gave you a big.
That's all.
And I gave everybody a big. Listen.
I don't think we're trading essential people. I feel like we just add an interior piece, keep most of the niggas on the roster, and move on, bro. I don't think we trying to trade damn near the whole team, but at least get a nigga that can, we got Dayron, cool. If they targeting Mitchell Robinson, cool. But if you're gonna sign back Minot, if you're gonna sign back Zaire, do that. Get a big. We already got our 3-and-D wings. We already got our guards. We already got our damn near our forwards. We got 4 fucking forwards. Yep. Get a big and keep it moving. Like, we don't gotta make.
My thing is, I want a big that's actually a fucking big. I don't want like a big like masquerading as a big.
You don't want to
hold on. Let me say this. They trying to
do big man stuff.
Hold on, they're trying to add to the conversation. Cat Canberry, he sent the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Canberry. I gotta make you a moderator, man. It's some dope comments in the chat today. He said there's a salary floor, have to get real talent. So I'm not gonna lie, Canberry. I think Danny Wolf is talent. I think he is talent, but I do want to give him this second year. I'm not gonna front.
But that's not what he's saying though, Bree. What he's saying is what I've been saying is the Nets are gonna have to spend some money this year.
Yeah, they gotta spend some money.
They can't they have to hit the salary floor. Like they can
exactly
below the cap.
Right. It doesn't make no sense to hold something that you got to spend.
Right,
you got to spend it.
That's true.
So it ain't like you can't go and say, okay, let's go with that lineup.
Why don't go into the season $50 million under the cap?
Word. The league don't like that. The player association don't like that. So you got to
go spend the money and upgrade your roster, man.
That's right.
Listen, look, I'm fine with that, but at the same time, we don't want to speed up anything that is clearly on a timeline of these young players. There's a lot more young players than it is vets. The more and more vets that you bring in here, the more and more young players that you got to move out because you paying them to start. You paying this. I paid this dude, so he got to start. I paid this dude, so he got to be my go-to shooter. So the rookie that we trying to groom, we got to get him out.
But okay, Leaf, I agree.
But I see what you're saying, but I think we can't. I don't believe we should get vets. And what I mean by that is like vets, like super old vets. I think we got to get vets like a Trey Murphy, somebody that fits our timeline. Like he's not super old, but you know what I mean? He still fits our timeline and he's been in the league a little bit. You know, we got to get guys like that. Like we can't, we got to get guys that
we could take a chance on that fits our timeline that could possibly take the next step or be a integral part going forward?
No 30-year, no 30+ old
Yeah,
niggas on this
and
team.
I feel
no
like if you
30
get
plus.
guys
No.
like that, I feel like if you get guys like that, you can still develop your young core and flow, and they can flow with them. You know what I mean? In and out of the lineup.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hold on, I'm gonna read the super chat, and then we can all kind of answer this because we all got opinions about our backcourt. Keyshawn, shout to him. He just became a member. He sent a super chat. He said, "What's going on with y'all backcourt though? Some of them first round picks out of here. 3/4 of MPJ and Julius is nasty work. Now I give it to you. Ben Seraph, and Drake Powell hasn't worked out as of yet. Danny Wolf got potential. Nolan Traore and Diego Domen." Potential, but our backcourt is going to be Mikal Brown Jr. at the 1 and Diego at the 2. We believe in this backcourt. We feel like it's a young backcourt, so yeah, we don't expect them to be super duper great, but I do expect them to be some kind of good. I do think that both of them can facilitate, and I do think that both of them can shoot. And if they could play off each other and be interchangeable at the 1 and 2, that's
Can I answer
dangerous.
this next?
Oh, yeah, of course. And then, but that's in play and be interchangeable. That's dangerous because both of them are big guards. Mikal Brown Jr. is 6'5", and Diego Domen, to my knowledge, is 6'9". But net fan rumors are he's 6'10". So I'm saying that to say, I feel like both of them are going to be together. They'll average something like 40 points, 40 plus points, and 15 plus assists together. Look at them. If you look at them as a duo, they're going to average 40 plus points together, in my opinion. 35 to 40 points, 35 to 45 points, and I would say 10 to 15 assists or 15 to 20 assists.
Hold on. Let me. I wanted to answer this. Keyshawn, you must be a Knicks fan or something because first of all, we got a
Blazer fan.
He's
a Blazer fan.
We got a nice young promising backcourt. If like we got Diego Domen, you know what I mean? Like he showed some promise last year, and we got Mikal Brown Jr. I think that's a pretty nice young backcourt to grow with. Secondly, how is Randall and MPJ nasty being at the 3 or the 4? They're both solid above average high pedigree players, and they complement each other. They're not going to get in each other's way.
No, they're not.
So how was that nasty word? What are you talking about?
That part I disagree with, Keyshawn, because I feel like, and again, I hone on these little things like Julius being the left-hander because they don't have to occupy the same place on the floor. And because of that, Randall, he's going to want some of that ISO. And he's the only one that's a big man that could put the ball. No, I won't say that. Him and Danny Wolf can put the ball on the floor as big man, but I do think that there's going to be more one-on-one opportunities for Julius Randle as a big man opposed to Danny Wolf.
There's going to be more opportunities for MPJ to shoot the basketball now that Randall's on the floor.
There's going to be more opportunities for everybody, but the X factor is going to be Danny Wolf because now you're getting these big ass slow centers to guard. That usually you're getting the worst defender, bro. Like this, the worst defender, that's on the opposing end. We have a mismatch against them because we have somebody that can. Everybody could go 1-on-1 and go get some type of bucket. We seen that. The thing is that now we don't have somebody just throwing the ball to and just all right, yo. We just gonna grenade him.
Right.
We just gonna give him a grenade, bro. We don't have that no more. What we have in our lineup is offensive potential at the highest power. From 1 through 5, you have to guard. When you see the Nets, when you see that Nets team, and you see them getting up shots and getting into their offense and getting open looks, you have to guard.
Yeah,
you better have everybody out there and ready to guard.
Now, the only thing that I'm kind of leery on, I mean, I'm not leery. Honestly, I believe Danny Wolf is the key. Is when if they do a high pick and roll on the top, Danny Wolf is a threat to shoot. He has to shoot over 32%.
Okay,
he has to shoot better than 3.
I'm coming, babe.
He has to. In
Right.
order for his game, in order for the flow and Randall and MPJ to get that look, if he hits over 32%, like say 38, 39, I'm not even saying 40%, 38, 39%. If he hits anywhere close to that, that whole inside out game is wide open. With Claxton, we didn't have that.
Exactly.
So that was a
Why
problem.
Is acting like, is Julius Randle that bad of a defender?
No, he's not.
No,
Y'all acting like he Jokic on defense or something. Like, relax.
There's nobody that's a negative defender. That's a negative defensively, bro.
Right.
It's just that
Right.
they not the defenders that everybody want them to be. They not
Right.
nothing to write home about defensively.
Right, and then
all defenses is connected, bro. Last time I checked, OKC had one of the best defenses in the league. When they seen a team that they had to guard 1 through 5, bro, they got moved around. They got spread apart, and they lost in 7. Last time I checked, Detroit was a great defensive team. What happened to them? Last time I checked, San Antonio was a great defensive team. What happened to them? These are the 3 best defensive teams in the league. What happened to them? They all got barbecued at some point.
You make a valid point. Yo, he make a valid point. I seen Detroit go 7 minutes without scoring the ball. That's crazy work. And they did that in the playoffs. And I think that same game, they were up big. I think Orlando came back because they couldn't score. So yeah, Leaf cooking right now. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. But again, Keyshawn, thank you for the super chat. But I like MPJ at the 3, and I like Randall at the 4. I think we more focus on the 5 than anything. I'm good with the 3. I'm good with 1 through 4. And again, the whole thing with Danny Wolf at the 5, it's hard to argue that the scoring potential is there. So my thing is, I'm actually liking it because I feel like we need something new. You know, we don't get the defensive anchor in a Danny Wolf, and we don't get the rebound that we might want in a Danny Wolf. But you got to take the good with the bad, man. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation of Danny Wolf or Day'Ron Sharpe for starters, I'm gonna go Danny Wolf. I'm gonna go Danny Wolf for starting over Day'Ron Sharpe. But
he's gonna have to earn it. He's gonna have to earn it because Jordy's gonna make him earn it.
It's Day'Ron's spot. It's for Danny Wolf to take.
It's for him to take it.
I feel like it's the total opposite because Jordy is like in terms of the skill set that he's known to have at the 5 over his years in the NBA. Jordy fits the mold to me, bro. Like everybody, like don't get me wrong. After this draft, after this past week that we had, everybody is on the same page about how we just improved in just a matter of weeks. Like the week before that Randall trade, bro. Like it was. My bad, man. Damn, whatchamacallit keep blinking out. The hope factor was at an all-time low when before that Randall trade. Now that we have what we have, and after the draft, bro, the hope factor is at an all-time high in terms of us just trying to improve. That's it. That's all we want to do is just improve.
Yeah,
that's all we want to do.
Yo, Leaf, when you're right. And all I ask you to do, Leaf, is give me credit at minimum. When I say that you're wrong, you know you're gonna call me out on it. But when I say you're right, don't make it seem like the world is against me. No net fan never agreed with me ever in life. That's baloney, man. Shout to Canberry. He just became a new YouTube member. I appreciate you. Shout to you. I seen you in the chat since earlier. Y'all been cooking with those comments. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You and a bunch of other ones that's kind of hard to mention right now. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm finna to close out. We're doing this going on 3.5 hours. I'm gonna take a break. You know what I'm saying? But if Scott go live, I'm gonna probably be in the chat. If DJ do a space, I'll probably be in the listening. Shout to Notorious, shout to everything Brooklyn Nets John, shout to Elite 4788. He sent the super chat earlier showing you his handle. Where you can subscribe to him at. You can subscribe to Leaf right here. 47 people in the chat. Go show Leaf some love. Shout to Manosphere for joining the panel. New to the panel, but equally dope. been having good content ever since he joined the panel. So I wanted to say thank you to all you guys. You know what I'm saying? Again, we ain't got big media until we big media. So continue to push content. I see all y'all. I'm sharing content. I'm sharing DJ spaces. I'm sharing Scott spaces. I see a tweet about anybody. I'm sharing it. Leaf doing content. I'm in the chat. I'm sharing. I'm sharing content. And if I haven't been, I'll make more of an effort to do so. Just because, like I said, bro, it's only us, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm
me
cool
too.
with that. One day we'll have big media, somebody who's a Nets fan on big media. But until then, I'm good with the guests, the group of guys we got. Yeah, and
Yep.
I want y'all to look around when we. This is who we are before we started winning. We one day we gonna start winning, but I want you to look and see who's around right
The
now. Look to your
tables,
left,
the tables turn, right?
right. Look to your left and your right and see who here. You know what I'm saying? And just know it is what it is. You know what I mean? Shout to Sweet Salini, Shaolin Villain, Keyshawn for becoming a member, man. Shout to everybody that's already a member. You know what I mean? Shout to Canberry, shout to Keyshawn, shout to Down Under Dunker. Shout to Sumo Pockets 34. That's a fire name right there.
Yeah,
Sumo
that is
Pockets.
fire. That is fire.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Shout out to the Shaolin Villain. He said great show. But
Oh, that's
again,
dope
man,
too.
word. Y'all already know, man. Nets fans is the best fans. We're gonna be back with more content really soon. Peace.